Okay, it appears that I am now live. I don't think anybody will join me, but if they do, I'm more than happy to throw a link out there. I do not know. This is my very first attempt at messing around with the live stuff. I purposely went public just to see if I can get some help on things. If anybody wants to join in, then feel free to. Feel free to. Get this over here on the YouTube side started. Hey, Robin, how you doing tonight? I am just toying around with live stream. I've never actually done this before, so I figured I'd give her a little shot. And because once my sub giveaway comes up, I'm going to end up doing that live. For some reason, my camera looks like crap. So not much really going on here. I can actually shoot anybody if anybody wants to join into the live chat. I'll go ahead and post the link up in here. I am currently actually uploading a video for a VR that I just shot. You can see I still have my equipment set up over here. I just shot a video for Spec Ops 56 and his 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Clovertac looks like he's doing a live stream himself. He's going to do a lawn chair pop. So that might be something of interest, which might be one of the reasons why nobody will join me and give me any assistance on this whole live stream thing. All right, just a noob learning how to do live stream. Yeah, actually, simply because there's nobody else in the room at the moment, I can probably assume that you're the one that's going to win it. But really, it's going to be out of my hands. It's going to be out of my hands. I'm going to do it live, just like this, and I'm going to be. I'm going to have somebody else actually doing the draw. So I'm going to have a special guest doing the draw for me. I don't have a clue how to live stream either. This is literally the very first time that I've done it myself. I've been on numerous chats with all kinds of people and stuff, and it's great. I love doing it. It's absolutely phenomenal. But I have never actually set up a live chat myself. So this is my very first attempt at doing this thing. Don't know if anybody that actually knows how to do it will join me, give me some tips and tricks and stuff along the way. But I really needed to learn how to do this before the end of the month, before my draw came up. And it looks like I have 6 or 8 minutes left on my upload for Mr. Spec Ops 56. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. At the moment, you're the only one in here, so I can tell you, yeah, I'm in Iowa. I'm just a little bit south of Des Moines. I'm actually in oh, got somebody else jumped in. So I'm just a noob that is attempting to do this live stream for the very first time. I have no idea how to do it and want to get a little proficient with it prior to the end of the month. Prior to the end of the month, for sure. I was actually kind of hoping that, interesting. So yeah, it's kind of interesting on these live streams when you're the host, because you've got quite a bit of a lag time between what you're actually doing and what happens on YouTube. And in between that and jumping between screens, because you're actually on a completely different screen in the live stream than you are on the YouTube screen. So yeah, there's a slight learning curve to it, but it really doesn't look like it's super difficult. I know my imagery just looks terrible on YouTube at the moment. Let's see if I can do something about that here. Might see a little bit of pause in the video. Hopefully that was just a temporary thing. Yeah, I'm just down. I'm just down in Indianola, actually. I live right in the smack dab middle of that town, and my shooting range is just a couple of miles away. I don't go to the state range anymore. I used to go to the state range all the time. The Banner State Range, which is just outside of Indianola. I used to go to that range quite a bit, but I don't end up having to do that now. I've got some family that's got some property out here. So now I actually have access to a certain area. They've given me an area of land, and it's got this nice little backdrop, natural hillside backstop, an area that I've been given full authority to develop into a range. Unfortunately, I keep kind of spending my money on other things rather than getting myself some good old hard targets, steel targets, and laying some rock and doing some of the groundwork that needs to be done over there to get it leveled out and whatnot. Hey, Timothy, good to see you walk in here. This is my attempt at learning how to live stream. So yeah, this is the very first time I've ever done this. I have never actually done this before. So I was kind of just putting it out there and going live just to see if I can get somebody to possibly join me if they want to join me, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, I've seen that area in Lucas County. I think you're talking about there, Robin. It's pretty decent. I actually have a little video of when my family let me start using that chunk of land as my pistol range. Unfortunately, little do they know they're going to end up having to give me a little bit more land. They're going to have to give me a little bit more so that I can develop a rifle range as well. Yeah, I got like 5 things going on at once here. Just learning how to do this live stream so that when my 100 sub giveaway gets to the point of draw, I can do that. And just hanging out. Oh, looks like Timothy jumped down. No, Timothy's still around. Yep, just hanging out. I'm currently doing an upload for one Mr. Spec Ops 1000 sub giveaway. Pretty cool guy. He does quite a bit of different stuff on his channel, and his giveaway is going to be kind of cool. He's got 4 different packages that he's going to be doing for his giveaway because he does a number of different things on his channel. And so he's going to be doing a number of different packages on his channel, which is pretty cool. And so now I just got to set up the thumbnail for him and get that posted up. How's everybody else doing this evening? What are we doing up and around doing right now? And like I said, if anybody wants to jump on in, feel free to click the link. If you got a camera or mic, please feel free to jump on in. Just experimenting with live streaming. I'm not sure if CloverTac was going to end up popping over or not, but hopefully he does. That's one guy I can definitely pick his brain on over a chat. I suspect being a Monday night at 11 o'clock at night, most people are getting ready to go to work tomorrow, so may not be the most optimal time for most people, but well, I operate on a completely different time frame. So it is what it is. Oh, hey, then so you work the like the swing shift then, just like a swing shift. With my job, I don't actually have a set schedule. It makes things a little difficult for. I've had a number of people trying to get me to start doing regular. Actually start doing my own live stream, setting up my own show, which I wouldn't mind doing. I think I've got the availability. I've got the content, I should say. I think I've got the content to be able to do it and keep it rolling for quite some time. But I don't have a set schedule in any way, shape, or form. Well, yeah, that kind of sucks when you have to jump back and forth like that. I fully understand. I fully understand because I will do those same kind of things. Do a 3 to 11 myself, and then have to be back at the shop by 8 o'clock in the morning to do an 8 to 4 or. But it's never set throughout the week, and so trying to find a time to do that. So you're very accustomed to being a night owl, and plus what I do for work, I'm on call 24/7. So every now and then, just out of nowhere. Yeah, well, that's how I was for quite some time. Well, howdy.
What's happening?
How the heck are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I actually just mentioned you.
You did. I've been sitting here messing with this because I've been unable to join in any chats on my computer, but somehow now it's working.
Well, yeah, because you found the only chat that's not worth a crap.
Don't say that. They're all worth the crap until they get out of control. Yeah. Is this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, until they start going off the train rails there.
Yeah.
But this is actually the very first time that I've set up a chat in any way, shape, or form. It's just me learning how to mess with it, and because I've got my 100 sub giveaway, and I plan on doing the draw live, and so I got to figure this out.
That's cool.
So, Robin Jones is over in the YouTube side chat there, asking who is this? Would you like to introduce yourself there, Gil?
My name's Gil, and I run the channel Hard Target.
Gil here, Robin, is a guy that I've been trying to set money aside for to give him so that he will give me some steel to shoot at, except that I keep screwing it up and going to gun shows And I just keep blowing it, Gil. I just keep blowing chunks on that. And I've literally now, if I've ran into the bedroom, I literally now have a separate envelope that says hard target on it.
That's cool. A
So
lot of people do it. When I first got into shooting steel, I don't know, 4 years ago, going on 5. I bought from Arts and Target, and my first couple target setups cost me over $300 shipped to the house. That's how I got interested in making my own. It was a big expense. Obviously, it's the price of buying a new gun, and jumping in is hard to do. But once you do it and you own them, I'm still shooting those same 2 targets on those 2 stands, and I've used them for everybody, training classes. I mean, they both got over 50,000 rounds on the first 2 plates. So it's a big expense, I understand. But once you do it, that's it. You own it.
yeah, and that's one of the things that is really intriguing me in going that route for sure. I've shot steel before. It's been a while, but I have shot steel before, and it just doesn't compare. Now that it makes a little bit more sense for me the way that I do my shooting most of the time is more just defensive style shooting.
Right.
And I'm not looking for accuracy. Most of the time I'm looking to put targets in A and B zones.
Right.
So
Well, a lot of people argue that you get lazy and you're not accurate, but let's be honest. 99.9% of us will never have to actually pull the trigger in self-defense. Unless you're in active military or law enforcement, the chances of that are about, almost zero. But it's always good to be prepared because you never know. You're not in control of that happening. It's just destiny. Some nut job goes off and you're in the wrong place. So I don't pay much attention to that accuracy bullshit. And if you buy the silhouette targets like the 2/3 size, for accuracy, just use the 4" by 4" headshots. That's all I've been concentrating on for the last 6 months. And there's nothing wrong with that at 50, 60 feet. If you can do that every time, I mean, take the whole plate and hold it in front of your chest, and it's just the center anyway. So I don't know. To me, the reason why I love steel so much isn't so much the feedback fun. It's because it eliminates having to hold up the firing line at a public club, especially why some nut job squeezes off 2 shots and has to go tape them every time, calling clear, clear. It just disrupts your whole drill, your whole mindset of shooting for the day. And it's more danger every time people go down range and come back that some newbie holding a gun when he shouldn't be on the line and your back's to him. So you set it once, you forget it, and you shoot all day till you're done. I didn't mean to go off on a rant, but that's the way I feel.
Yeah, and all that perfectly makes absolute sense. I'm lucky enough now, where my family has some property, and they've given me some space for a target range for pistol, and they don't quite know it yet, but I am going to develop some rifle range on their property as well.
Very nice.
They'll find out sooner or later, but
yeah.
They've got a back 40 that they don't even mow. So if I go down there and I mow it, they'll be happy enough with that. They know I'm going to take care of the place. And the only other people that are ever going to shoot out there are either people that I bring out there or possibly my father-in-law.
Yeah.
But highly doubt it. My father-in-law is one of these guys that like 3 years ago went and got a CCW. He bought a 40 Smith & Wesson Shield. He put it in an Uncle Mike's, and he carries it. And I literally have seen him pull that weapon out of that holster one time to shoot it. And he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it. He put this 5-gallon bucket out in the yard, and out of 2 magazines, I think he hit it twice. And he still carries this thing around. And I keep telling him, you got to get a different holster. You got to work with your firearm. And he thinks I'm crazy because I drills every day.
You know, I see this all the time when I teach classes, Alan. And the bottom line is they're dangerous. I tell people you have no right strapping one on until you can master that gun, till you can take it apart, put it together, blindfolded, show me how well you shoot it. You know, the basic NRA testing is 10 rounds in a 6-inch circle at 45 feet. So if you can't do that minimum, then you shouldn't be carrying a pistol for protection. You're endangering more people around you. You're not going to be able to do anything with it but make noise anyway. You know, it's the way I feel.
Yeah, and I'm near that. I'm pretty much right on that same boat. I don't. I was going to get into the NRA instruction and get my certification through the NRA for instruction, and I don't know if they were having problems with their computer systems at the time, but that's something that I may end up looking to. I've actually developed a little bit more free time. I used to work 80 to 120 hours in a week. Now my hours have gone down to a more realistic 45, 50, sometimes 60. And I look around my area for instructors, and there's like 2 guys that are instructors. And I've talked to both of them, and they're probably, both of them are about as sharp as beach balls.
Mm-hmm.
Not a guy that I would want somebody that I know or anybody in my vicinity training from.
Yeah, well, you're going to get that everywhere. It's a pain in the ass teaching classes. I'm not going to lie to you. In the beginning, it probably took me 6 months just to make my investment back, between the liability policies and buying probably 18 plus guns just for the class. It was a big chunk of change. I started doing it because I just enjoy everything about firearms since I was a kid, young boy. And I like to get more people into it, and especially the difficult ones, you know, that got their mindset of guns are evil, because they turn out to be the best students because they do have that fear and respect. They listen to you and they learn faster. They don't make the mistakes of the know-it-alls that shot a gun one time 20 years ago and they think they're experts. So if you don't enjoy doing it, it's not worth the money, Alan. Tell you right up front, because there's a lot of aggravation in it.
Yeah, I don't think I would get into it for the money. I think I would just want to know that there's people out there that know how to handle them properly. If there's so many people that have gone out and gotten their permits and carry, and my father-in-law is an absolute perfect example of this, that because he has shot a gun at some point in his life, he thinks he's going to be proficient with it. And I'm just like, you're nuts. You need to at least have some type of training, and he thinks I'm nuts because of how much training I deal with. Most of it's self-training these days, but I've taken quite a number of classes throughout my lifetime. I've been to front sight. I'm a front sight graduate, threefold. And so I take a lot of those. I'm constantly looking at new drills online. That's one of the videos that I just get an absolute kick out of is people kicking out new different drills, just for me to mess around with. And so it's not something that I would definitely get into the money to do.
No.
I can understand there's probably really no money in it, but if I can get some of these people that have their permits that really shouldn't be carrying without giving more thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know where I'm getting here.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. I do it because I enjoy it. Hey, can you excuse me 1 minute, Alan? I'll be right back.
Oh, take your time. Take your time.
All right.
I'm just finishing up this. Just finish up this thing here for Spec Ops.
Oh boy. Thanks, I'm back. Yeah, the most discouraging part about teaching is you got your heart set on it. And I've taken some classes too, and I've stopped taking classes because what it comes down to is most of the instructors in these schools, as they get busy, they cop an attitude, and you're learning very little from them if you don't already have a skill set to take something out of that class, if you understand what I'm getting at. If you're just a beginner, you can't keep up, number one, and there's always those troublesome people that cannot grasp ideas, and just they end up spending most of the class time correcting them and watching them for everybody's safety. So I'm not paying anybody any money ever again. Self-taught, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, as long as you have the fundamentals down, that's all that counts. It's all a matter of opinion in classes anyway. A lot of it's overrated to me. So my biggest disappointment in teaching is when you have students and you put your heart and soul into teaching them the basic fundamentals, and then you see them at the gun shop 2 months later with that shiny new license to carry, and they're buying their first gun with no practice ammo and 1 box of 20 of carry ammo, and taking that gun out in a holster and wearing it, having never ever fired it. And when you question them, they tell you, oh, well, in 2 weeks, I'm supposed to go to the range with a friend. And it's like, are you kidding me? So from now till then, you're carrying a gun you've never even shot. And see, here in Mass, you know, people talk about our gun laws being tough, but they're really not. You do not fire a gun to get a license here. It's no written test. You just got to take a basic hunter safety class or a basic pistol safety class, and that's it. You're good to go. So that's really amazing to take a gun brand new and just head out wearing that and think you protected yourself. That's the discouraging part of teaching this.
Yeah, I so understand. It's the same way here in Iowa. You take your class, you get your certification, you go turn in your application and your background fee, and they'll issue it. And I can't tell you, Robin brought up in the side chat, since she says, since I became a shall issue state, a lot of people got their permits and don't even know how to shoot. They don't even carry much. Mm-hmm. Where I can't tell you, I work a convenience store, and so I see people open their wallets constantly on a daily basis, and I see their carry permits. And I'll be like, oh, you're a carrier, huh? Oh, no, I just got that so that so that I can buy or whatever, because you have to have either a permit to purchase or a permit to carry.
Ah,
And so there's a massive amounts of people that have their permit to carries but never carry.
right. Well, we got that here. You know, a lot of people just aren't comfortable carrying. That's especially younger people. Um, that's something that comes with age. You get two types of youngsters out there starting out, and I'm not insulting anybody because of their age. You know, we all started somewhere. But what I mean by that is you get the overzealous one that wants to go out and just, you know, be like the Wild West. He's going to brandish his gun or whatever at any little encounter, verbal or otherwise, where there's real no threat. Or you get the type that's never going to shoot, goes to the range once or twice a year, and the rest of the time it sits at home in a safe. You know, they're not going to carry it. That doesn't bother me so much. It's the overzealous one that does. Most of my classes in the last 2 years, I'm not going to lie, have been women and people almost my age, 50 to 60 range, that want these permits because of all the violence in my area, because of the opioid crisis. It's so bad here. So that I really enjoy. And I find, you know, this is the truth, I find the women mostly to be better students, although that takes them a little more sometimes. But they're more determined to do this and be independent. And unlike men, there's no macho ego there if I correct you in doing something. They're there to learn and get this down. That's it. Yeah, there's no competition, you know, of egos. So I enjoy doing those classes. I think everybody should have the ability and the knowledge to defend their life.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge proponent of female carriers.
Yeah.
I really, really am. And I here little back history. When I was a kid, my mom said there is no firearms in my home, period.
Yeah.
And so our house was a gun-free house. My dad had guns. I had guns.
Yeah.
My brother had guns. They just weren't in our house.
Right.
And nowadays, my mom is the one that pushed her husband, my father-in-law, to go get his permit, go buy a carry gun, and every time they walk out of the house, before she's grabbing her purse, she's like, "You got your gun? You got your gun?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, Mom, why don't you go ahead and get yours?"
Yeah.
She's like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Even if I had to, I don't think I would be able to do it. And okay, I understand that. You know, that's perfectly fine. And it's just completely different than it used to be. And so we are seeing this huge rise in people getting their carry permits, especially women, which is great. So I've been a trainer in nearly every single job I've ever had. I've been in a training position for nearly pushing 30 years now. In every single position that I've had. And throughout that process, I've taught myself a lot of different things on how people learn. And so, you know, real well, you can explain something to somebody and they go, I don't quite, and you just phrase it a little different. And they're like, well, okay, that makes a little bit more, and you phrase it a little bit different. And they're like, oh, yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yep.
Yeah, but what you're saying, the females are there to learn. But the men have egos. I don't know if it's that same ego that goes along with, this is the gun that I have and you can't talk snot about it. I don't understand gun pride in that manner.
Yeah. Well, I get attached to my SIGs and my HKs, so I'm a bit of a snob with guns. There's a lot of guns I don't bother with, like Ruger. I was always a Smith & Wesson guy, but I'm going to tell you, here in Mass, we got some really idiotic rules about a chamber indicator, which can be a peephole right up to a flag that pops up and pokes you in the eye. I mean, just anything stupid. But the manufacturers try and go one step farther so they can get approved on the Attorney General's list to sell that firearm in the state. And what happens is you get companies like Smith & Wesson, which is Massachusetts-based, and they give us a 10-pound double-action trigger, while the rest of the country gets the 5.2. And for that reason, I sold every fucking Smith & Wesson I ever owned this year. I will never buy their product again until they straighten this shit out. So that's just bullshit. And it's not really required because, as you know, if you've watched my channel, I own VP9s. I've decided to outfit for my shooting classes with all VP9s so everybody has the same gun, period. It's easier for me, and it's easier for them to learn if we're all on the same gun. So this comes with a 5.2-pound trigger, sold in Massachusetts, approved. So why is Smith & Wesson screwing its own state citizens so bad? You know, so you buy a Smith & Wesson, and the first thing you got to do is spend another $99 to get the trigger done the right way with an Apex kit. It's just unheard of. I'm all done with them. I'm done with them completely. So there's a lot in the gun world as far as gun pride, but with me, SIG's always been quality. I've never ever had an issue with the VP9. I've only had one failure to feed happen to me a week ago shooting with my buddy Jeff, and that was because I didn't insert the magazine. It was loose. It was out. It was not fastened, so it didn't pick up a shell. Because I was amazed when it went click, and I went to clear it, and bang. Before I even racked, I just did the tap and in it went. Now it's like stupid mistake, because I was already up in arms, because that would have been the first failure I've had in 2.5 years of shooting only that gun. You know, so yeah, I'm a snob. There's a lot of guns out there people claim are better that I don't even want to try. I found what works for me after 40 years of handgun shooting. So there's no need for me to waste my money to try something else and end up with buyer's remorse, you know. But it took 40 years to reach that point. The manufacturers definitely know what they're doing. They're geared all to the market. Don't for 1 minute fool yourself that they're geared toward making a really quality, lasting product. None of them. No maker is. They're geared toward finding a niche, a market. Because the old ways, when Colt and Smith & Wesson were your choices when I grew up, if you wanted a good gun, was to make a gun that would last forever, a tank, and Ruger when they started too. And they found out real fast that if you make a gun that's going to last a man a lifetime, he has no need to buy another gun. So nowadays it's all marketable about something new, something better, the latest. Every year with all these new models, I mean, it's like the 320. How many variants of the 320 are out there now? Because they need to keep selling guns. They need to keep selling. There's no way they can stay in business without sales. So even Glock, and I know a lot of people are going to be up in arms, oh, Glock perfection, bullshit. I've owned Glock since the first one they manufactured. I've had them malfunction, I've had them jam, I've had pieces break in them, I've sent them back. I've been given a free gun from Glock, which I sold unfired because I was just happy to get rid of the shit box. These people live in a fantasy land that they say any mechanical item can't fail. That's bullshit. If it's a mechanical, if it's a machine, a device that moves in any way, it's subject to failure for one reason or another at some time, you know? And that's the end of it.
Amen. Amen. Well, I went out once and I got myself a Glock 19. Yeah. And, you know, all you hear is how reliable and this, that, and the other thing it is about it. And I couldn't get through a magazine in the damn thing.
Nah.
It just failure to feeds, failure to ejects.
Yep.
Even when it did shoot, it shot like way out where it wasn't supposed to be. Just I could not get through a magazine in the dang thing at all. I ended up taking and traded it in at the pawn shop for an air compressor and a bunch of tools. I don't. I'm not brand specific. What
Yeah.
I am these days is a little bit more. I do try to buy American made.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, I don't just go, oh, it says made in the US, I'll buy it. I actually look into it and find out, okay, does this company actually source their raw materials from the US? But it's difficult. We don't manufacture the things that we used to manufacture in this country. We don't hardly manufacture anything at all anymore, and so it's actually rather difficult to buy truly 100% made in the U.S. But you know, I at least try. So it's like, yeah, I've got a SIG P320. Yeah, I have a P320. And now I bought this. I bought the pistol 2 days before this whole drop fiasco came about, expecting that I had waited quite a bit long enough in the market to where if there was any bugs, any hiccups, it would have been worked out by now.
Yeah.
And they hadn't kicked out another model. They hadn't kicked out the next version. And so I was fully expecting that I had actually done okay. But 2 days later, yeah, I try to buy American made. With that said, I do like those VP9s. I've shot them dang things, and you've got like the color coordination thing going on with that.
Yeah, well, I never liked colored guns, Alan, but the gray one, I really liked when it came out. Sorry, my dog's playing with the other one, waking her sister up. Jade, knock it off. Jade, no more. She's a bitch, the Rottweiler. She's got to be the boss of everybody. But anyway, yeah, I liked it. And then I needed more for class anyway, so I decided to get the whole rainbow. So now I got them all. It's just something fun to do. They all shoot exactly the same. I shoot them all the same, so that's all that matters. And, you know, even though it's German engineered, German parts, they're assembled here in Mass, so it's really not, I mean, not in Mass, they're assembled here in America, you know? So there's really no problem with that. I believe it's Georgia, isn't it? Just like most of the guns here are assembled. So anyway, that's just done for me. It works. It does everything I need it to do. And I was never a striker fire or polygun guy because of my experiences with Glock in the early 80s when I started. And I said I'd never go poly, and I would never go striker again. And then my friend owns a gun shop here in town, invited me to the range, and we went to do some drills together, and he put one of these in my hand and said, just try it. And from the first shot on, I was hooked. I mean, it's just effortless. It almost shoots itself is the only way I can explain it. Were you on the side chat? I don't have the side chat. Every time I coordinate my iPhone with my Mac on this so I can see one on the other, it disrupts it and I get disconnected, so I don't bother anymore.
Yeah, actually, got a couple other people had jumped into the side chat. One of them is a guy that I hadn't seen anything in a little while, Something Southern. I haven't seen Something Southern around for quite some time. I was trying to get that guy to turn out some more videos, but I'm at least glad to see him in the chat. Glad to see him on the tube.
That's cool.
So yeah, in between in between this first fiasco of a chat and to upload a VR for Spec Ops, which I about got done. I just got to do my annotations, and also running on the side chat. Just doing 5 or 6 things at once. Nothing new for me.
I just got up. I sleep in like shifts, so I just got up a little while ago and just actually lubing this gun up, going to break it in tomorrow. I haven't fired it yet, so we're gonna go run 300-400 rounds through it tomorrow. Make sure everything's good and proper before I start carrying that one. It's a new OD green one. It's kind of dark in here. I don't know if it'll show up, but this one is probably the most color accurate one that H&K makes. They got some weird coloring, weird pigmentation going on in their colors. They look different in different lights. Like the gray one looks gray sometimes, and the rest of the time it looks blue-gray. Sometimes it looks like some kind of space age gray or blue. It's crazy. Depends on the lighting you're under, what type of bulb, you know. But the green one and the black one are color accurate. So anyway, I'm going to get going in a little bit. I just wanted to jump in there. I was curious if I could fix my computer, and I just changed a couple things on the Mac, and it finally hooked up. It's been months since I've been able to. And I saw you were all alone there with only one viewer, so I said, I got to jump on anyway, help you out so you get some experience with this, Alan.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, Gil. I definitely appreciate it. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
I enjoy talking with you, sir, and I enjoy your shooting videos when you make them. I hope you get your range all fixed up the way you want it, and the targets will be here when you're ready. I wish I could afford to send everybody a free target, but I've actually been out of work 11 months this year waiting on some serious surgery I got to have. So I'm not in a position to be sending them out anymore.
That AR-500 is not cheap stuff. I don't ask anybody for anything. I actually just got a mag loader from Rob over at Rob's Cabinet Shops, Pop's Quest.
Yeah.
Didn't ask him for it. I wouldn't have asked him for it. He actually volunteered it. But that AR-500, that's not cheap stuff.
No, and I'm a one-man operation, so I don't have a lot of money to tie up in this, you know. It's hit or miss, you know. I'll get a bunch of orders, and then I won't hear nothing for 3-4 weeks at a time. So, and everybody wants stands, and that's, you know, my inability, the movement in my shoulder right now is so bad, so far gone, that they're going to replace the entire socket. So the amount of work it is just to build the couple stands I have developed, I wouldn't be able to keep up with the orders right now because I have days where I just can't use my left arm at all. So I don't want to start something that I'm not going to be able to keep up with, you know, advertising them and selling them. So I'm losing a lot of sales. People want a target and a stand. And like me, when I started, they don't want to build their own stand, no matter how simple a one they figure out. They want to just buy something, set it up, and shoot it like we all do. And I fully understand that, but it's just not feasible for me to do that kind of activity right now. Not on a regular. I can't do it. Everybody's always asking me for them, and I feel bad. But maybe after this is done, another 4 to 6 months before I'm all up and healed, if it goes right, and then I'll be able to do what I want to do, and that'll pick up sales a lot. Having a matching stand, you know. The ones I've developed is something like a Lego you can add on to, so you can take one foundation and add onto it to have 2 or 3 targets, or maybe more. I don't want to disclose that. I said, yeah, on one stand.
Yeah, I've been curious as to if you've been able to do any innovations or any R&D
I have.
It's been a little while on your channel since you started that,
Yeah.
so I didn't know if you've been able to or not.
I've been playing with it for 2 years, and I started out really high tech, fancy. Wanted to be one of a kind, and it would make it so that I'm just working for going to work, because they'd be expensive and nobody would want to pay the price to pay for my labor. So I got rid of those ideas, those fantasies of building them, because nobody wants to work for free. And then I started developing more simple ones, and it's really kind of the KISS factor that ended up the winner that I can add on to. So, but I'm not gonna start videoing those until I'm a little more. I'm gonna have to get some ahead before I can sell them, because I know they're gonna sell. And the worst thing in the world is to have people mad because they got a 3-week backlog to get a product they paid for. I don't like it. I don't like laying out my money and waiting 5 weeks for delivery. So I can't have that.
Yeah, I could so understand that. I wouldn't want to be doing that to my customers as well. And you've got an ethic. A lot of companies out there don't.
Yeah.
They'll take your money and sit on it for half a year before they'll do anything at all. So
yeah. I usually get an order, like, up till say 11 o'clock at night. I'll have it cut the next morning and hopefully in the mail that day. It depends if I missed the postman or not, because I used to run them down the road 1 mile to the post office myself, but I just can't carry them anymore. So by the time I'm done boxing it, if I've missed it, it goes out second day from when you order. So you have it in 4 days, 5 tops usually from the time you order.
Yeah, everybody I've ever known that has gotten anything from you says that stuff came quick, and I know you're turning them out as pretty much as fast as you can get to it.
Oh yeah.
In order to make that happen, and even working through things that you probably shouldn't be working through there, Gil.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to make a living, you know what I mean? I was used to always making really good money, and when it hit to the fact that I couldn't do the job, I'm usually a truck driver and equipment operator, so I just can no longer put up with the amount of pain I'm in every day getting in and out of the truck to do it. But I miss the money because I've been doing it 42 years. Let's face it, I'm not at entry-level pay wherever I work, so it's a big hit not being able to do it. But you gotta, when you're operating, I do a lot of heavy haul, and when you're operating something 102,000 pounds in traffic, you gotta be at your best. You gotta be able to react to things quickly. When you're doing 65 miles an hour in a vehicle that's 70 feet long, grossing 102,000 pounds, you got to be driving a half mile ahead of you, as far as planning things, seeing and reacting to them. And with the right hand shifting to 18 speed all day in traffic, it's pretty hard to use your left arm when your shoulder's deteriorated to powder. So,
yeah, I fully understand. I used to run KWs with Eaton 18s, and I ran air freight for a number of years. And,
oh yeah.
And so I've never done any major heavy haul. I've pulled a lot of things I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can so understand. I spent a number of years behind a steering wheel myself.
Yeah. It'll make you old fast, It was great when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm paying for it. A couple of bad wrecks here and there, and after a while, your body starts really feeling it. So anyway, Alan, I've really enjoyed talking with you tonight, and thanks for talking about the targets, buddy. You'll get there.
I appreciate you popping in here, Gil. I greatly appreciate it.
And I'll keep you guys in mind when I start sending out some stands. I usually do. I tried to seed, a few people with targets while I was able to do it back when I was working. So that got it started, got my name out there, and you know, I get a lot of questions from people that don't know because they've never done this, and a lot of them think a stand should come with it for that $55 price on my silhouettes. It's like, you obviously don't know what's involved in this, so you know, they just keep shopping, and that's fine. But hey, I stand behind my product. It's not the prettiest. I'm not going to paint them. I'm not going to polish them because you're just going to shoot them. If you want them painted and polished, I'll put employees on to do that stuff. And then you can pay like you do to Art Center or another big company. So I keep mine at a price for a working man. I don't make much per plate, but I so enjoy shooting steel. I just want to share it with the world. That's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. Absolutely, no doubt. Your prices are damn good compared to everything I've ever seen in the market, and I mean your quality seems second to none.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't want to keep you, but I'm greatly appreciative of you jumping in on my experiment here with live streaming.
I enjoyed talking to you, Alan. You have a great night, and it looks fine from here, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Gil.
All right, we'll see you, buddy. If I can figure out how to hang this up, I'll see you. There we go.
I had no idea that we had the redneck prepper in the house. Foodmaster Chew's been in here for a little bit. Clover Tack said that he's going to be jumping in the room, so I'm just going to keep the room rolling here. Don't know if anybody else is going to join in or not, but if so, then do it to it. The link is in the side chat for anybody that does want to join in. Kind of a free-for-all. Kind of a free-for-all. Just me having my first experience running a live stream, just figuring out how it's going to go. I have a subscriber giveaway coming up and plan on doing the draw for that live. So I needed to learn how to do this, or at least experiment with it a little bit. In the process, I am also doing other things that I probably shouldn't be doing while I'm in a live stream. Rich, how you doing tonight there? Got a few people still watching here, and like I said, the link is out there in the chat if anybody does want to join in. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me continue to babble, stare at the screen, and gain some cancer. Just what everybody needs, right? More cancer. So yeah, I am getting ready to finish uploading a video for one Spec Ops 56. He's got himself 1,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway. Pretty cool for him. A little bit more of it's a VR, but it's just a support VR for him. He does have a pretty nice giveaway going on for numerous different things. He's got 4 different categories for that. So that looks like it's going to very, very cool giveaway. And that one's going to be running until the end of October. I currently have my 100 subscriber giveaway going on. That one's going to run to the end of this month. So if anybody wants to get in on that one, I'm taking VRs. I'm also taking just comments on the video for that, which at the moment I can't give you a link for because I'm setting up some annotations on another video. So who else we got out there tonight?
Nobody important.
I was gonna say, I told you
Nobody.
need support else. Help push this chat, so I jumped in there. There you go, sir.
Oh, we got John. We got Clover jumping in. How's it going, gents?
John is my pseudonym, sir.
Pseudonym. Your what? Your pseudonym. What is that? Fancy words. Speak English, man.
Big $10 word I got. I
live in Arkansas. I don't understand that kind of language.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, Alan?
Pseudonym.
How's it going this evening, gents? This is just kind of a free-for-all thing that's rolling right now that I need to learn how to do this live stream thing. So you've got a noob with a free-for-all open room.
I was told you're going to shave your beard. Get 10 viewers.
I was told we were going to death pop a Civil War cannon in the office there.
Ooh.
I had already started my stream. I heard something about a lawn chair pop, but I hadn't. I ended up jumping out of that just because I was having trouble because I had like 7 or 8 things going on at once. I was trying to upload a video and do some editing and so I was doing a boatload of stuff all at once.
Don't let G-Web see that flag.
Say that again?
So don't let G-Web see that flag.
Well, he's a stickler about flag etiquette, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a little flag snob.
Well, it's if you face it, it's facing properly. So it is actually to code. It just looks that way because of where I have it positioned, I believe. Either that or my camera's inverted. I don't really know.
Hangouts, it can get backwards.
There's a tripod with a gun behind you at your back.
Yeah, I had just got done filming a video, a support VR video for a guy that put at a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I had literally just got done filming this video and was doing the editing along with starting this live chat and doing too many things all at once.
Ah.
Sometimes if you don't do them all at once, you never get them done.
Well, I had to do a little bit of crunch time. It had to happen. I've been putting off finishing uploading the rest of this video because I have to put in a bunch of links, and I just really kind of don't want to dig them up at the moment.
What neck of the woods are you from?
I am in Iowa.
Ah.
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa.
I was making fun of
Where's
me
that from?
on like his I don't know, Field of Dreams, but
Field of Dreams. Hell yeah.
Field of Dreams.
okay, what is it? I'm like, do you guys have like battles at like the state line with Idaho folks with potatoes and corn, like throwing at each other? Because you got Iowa has Iowa. Which one has mountains? Iowa or Idaho?
Idaho.
Idaho. Okay. Iowa just has potatoes.
Yeah, what state is that?
Iowa has mountains, or Idaho.
Iowa has corn.
Yeah,
What was
Idaho
the other state?
and potatoes.
Idaho. Idaho has potatoes, but it also has mountains.
So they're like, you guys like stand this big line every year and just have like a fight and throw like your vegetables at each other.
No, they lob potatoes over at us, and we launch corn through X canisters on MP5s.
You guys do those corn mazes?
Yeah, they do corn mazes out here quite a bit.
Those are actually pretty cool. I've seen some of those.
I don't know how they truly set them up other than with GPS. It's the only way they can do it, because you get out there and it's like 80, 150 acres of nothing but sprawling corn.
Yeah.
After watching Children of the Corn, I have every round going to the corn maze.
The one thing that I don't get is the people that get into the corn maze and then go smoke their herb. They're in there for the rest of the day. You're not getting out
because they're eating the corn.
Are you allowed to eat the corn? Like, okay, I got lost, so I'm just gonna grab some ears.
Yeah, when you look like you're about 100 pounds heavier than when you went in, there's something wrong with that.
Dude, I love me some roasted corn.
So,
Yeah, we had a Midnight Range out there in the chat. Threw the link out there again just to see if we can get the food chat rolling.
There you go.
be careful, Alan, throwing the Hangout links into the YouTube chat, because I can tell you from personal experience, sometimes you get some random crazy people that come in.
Well, yeah, and I completely have left it entirely open, and I'm sort of expecting that. I'm kind of half hoping that it happens. That way I can have a little bit of experience on how to deal with it. Because honestly, yeah, I've been in quite a number of chats, but I've never been made moderator of anybody else's chat or anything. So if somebody does come in that I have to be able to deal with, I got to know how to do it.
That's true.
You can always boot them out, but I mean, I've in the last two chats I've had, I've thrown out the link on YouTube, and I can tell you from some really bad experiences in the past when we used to, we never give the links out. You have to like PM me for a link on YouTube way back in the day, and even then people would share them with other YouTubers, and you get some troll jump in and talk shit. It's not that common anymore, but you know, it's funny. I tell people about the old stories, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, hey, fat ass, eat a salad." You know, there's some guys like,
What?
I see what I did. Yeah, somebody was actually trying to jump in, and I've been dealing with all these other links that I didn't have the chat link in there. My bad.
like I lost quite a bit of weight from years ago, and when people look at my old videos and like I'm fucking 300 pounds, they're like, "Yeah, fat ass. Why don't you think about trying a salad every now and then?" It's like, yeah, your mom makes it, but but and they look at my videos, and I'm like, yeah, well, look at the more modern videos that I have made in a couple of years. I made a bunch in the last like year or so, but yeah, I lost a little bit of weight, buddy. You lose 80 pounds. You kiss my ass.
There you go, Travis. There's the link. Come on in, Hottie. You too.
I've already sent. I sent other Travis one whenever he asked a minute ago. I don't know. He's got to hurry up.
Dude, me and Clover.
Too high maintenance.
We agree. Clover's gonna do the East Texas accent, and I'm gonna do the South Texas accent.
Well, East Texas accent, really?
You're by Dallas, aren't you?
Nah, I'm about 2 miles from Dallas. I sit about right smack in the middle between Houston, Dallas, and Shreveport. It's about equal distance, all three directions.
You're almost east then. Like it's a little northeast. But it's funny. I met people from like Beaumont or Lufkin or Jasper.
Yeah,
Oatmeal.
Lufkin's not that far from me.
Oatmeal's better than no meal, cowboy. I'm gonna tell you right here. I'm gonna tell you, Haas. Right on.
Well, I got a fresh link in the chat there, so
Yeah, the problem is, though, put it in the Hangouts chat, Alan. Paste it in there. We lost.
I recently did a video on Facebook, and I put it on Instagram. My little Justin Wilson involvement of Justin Wilson when I'm cooking some chicken noodle soup. Ooh, I cooked some chicken noodle soup. Ooh, a little onion, a little cayenne, a little potato. I'm cooking this chicken. Oh, it's gonna be real good. I guarantee. Oh, I guarantee.
well, anybody joining in right now, anybody jumping into the chat, there is absolutely entirely no topic, no subject. It's just free for all. This chat was created because of me learning how to set up a live stream. So this is learning how to live stream like a noob that I am. And we have absolutely no subject, no topics. It's a free for all.
I guarantee.
I want to address something here.
Address it or address it?
Address it. Anyway,
Okay.
he says you guys have your cameras muted anyway. No one can see you. That for some of us, proper etiquette is the host is the only one that has a live stream.
I was gonna say, I think the address. I thought he's gonna make some, some.
Some people just don't like to turn their camera on, but I know for me, it's just a respect thing that I only do my camera when I'm the host.
Unless you're beating your meat.
Well, I don't like to put my camera on because I don't like to intimidate the panel with my manly, awesome, gorgeous.
I know, Ed. You say that for private, so that's fine.
I want to dominate that.
That's fine.
Look at this guy.
Not everybody can have a peek at your sexy, hard physique, dude. Come on.
Yeah. I just want to say hi. Hello.
I need to get a Ghost Tactical hat.
Well,
see, I don't actually
what's going to happen is
tomorrow
night on Tactical Tuesday, I will be giving away a
You're a body.
Well, your feed sounds like shit.
Robot Ghost.
You sound like Forrest Gump, man.
That wasn't me talking.
This nut.
He said he's got all kinds of caps. He's got ball caps, and auto caps.
What I will say, can you hear me?
41
you're a little weird every once in a while, but you sound okay.
It's not fair to you people.
Yep, Dano's saying cams on. Yeah, that's quite fine. I do not mind cams on. It's free for all. You do as you please.
Well, if you want a Ghost Tactical hat, I will be giving one away tomorrow night on my show, so you got to check it out.
I'll be cooking my ass off, man.
Sam the Sham.
Oh, I'm gonna be slaving away at work too, man. That's just not right.
Yeah.
Hey there, little Red Riding Hood.
That's a good song right there.
That is a good song.
You're everything that a big bad wolf
could want.
Was that Devil's Rejects or was that House of a Thousand Corpses?
Sam the Sham. That's the guy singing.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Man,
what movie was that in? That was a good one.
First time I saw that one was Striking Distance with Bruce Willis.
I don't know.
That's fine. No song's better than this one.
Oh yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Alan B. Pro in the house, baby. You know who loves you.
Oh yeah.
I think I made a movie to that once.
You dang right.
Remind me not to go see that movie.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them fucking Cowboys? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss on your chat. Sorry.
It's
How
fair.
about them Cowboys?
Oh, I don't care about that. You can fucking say whatever you goddamn well fucking please in this fucked up chat.
Yeah. Watch your fucking language go.
It's just like being in a kitchen.
Hey, what's the story on that fucking macaroni? Is it ready to go? Well, get the fucking shit out.
That's it. That's it.
You know what? If I had two of you, I'd have one useless person. Get the fuck out of my fucking kitchen. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Lord.
So what's up, Alan? What do you? I don't know anything about your channel, man. What's up? What do you do? What do you like?
Porn.
Mostly
Mostly porn.
mostly
Softcore-
it's just
softcore
videos
porn.
of me doing gay porn. No, it's
Wow.
I like
That went a whole different direction I thought it was going to.
Yeah, he made it way worse.
I like big
Yeah.
titties.
It's mostly about concealed carry. I'm kind of on a plight to slightly educate some of the new people that have gotten their concealed carry permits and so forth.
I'm with you, man. I love that.
And try to keep it very, very low and conceal very calm and mellow for some of the people, because tactical has taken over, and a lot of these people are just so worried and scared to even get into it, but yet they're going out and they're getting their CCWs, they're getting a gun, they're buying an Uncle Mike's holster, they're putting it on their belt and walking around with no training in any way, shape, or form. So mostly my channel's about concealed carry, self-defense, but a lot of it is it's starting to evolve. It's turning into developing into these different communities that we've got in between gun channels and YouTube and VidMe and all these other avenues. So it's kind of evolving,
And
but
it will
basic roots,
continue to
it's
evolve
about
every show
concealed carry.
almost.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Little gun point for you right there.
Oh no!
We pointed it at me.
Gun check.
Oh god.
No, that was a flash. But hey, Alan's is loaded. I can see the hollow point down the barrel.
My guns are always loaded.
Well, I'm saying.
There's always one in the chamber. The only time my guns are unloaded is when I've emptied the magazine by firing them out this thing right here. And there's no more in there, or when I'm cleaning them, or dry firing.
Hey.
Those are the 3 times my firearms are not loaded.
Hey.
Other than that, every single firearm I've got is loaded all the time.
Hey, Alan, I'm a newbie in the gun community, but what's that contraption you were holding in your hand? I don't know. What's that called?
Leotard.
This is
what is that kind of? What is that thing? Is that a hair dryer?
That's the most killiest.
Well,
that's the most killiest thing I've ever seen.
If you're
I'm triggered.
Antifa
I need to save
person, this
space.
is the hair dryer.
That's a cool hair dryer, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's my little LC9S Pro.
That'll blow the hair right off of you.
Don't say that too loud. I don't want them Antifa people to know that's not a hair dryer.
Yeah.
Hair Ordinance P13.
Oh, there you go, Edge.
1911, 13 rounds plus 1. Master. Big boom. Cocked and
Holy
locked.
cow. You pointed a gun at me. You're going to shoot me through the camera and my phone. It's a magic bullet.
It's quite possible, sir.
I've been looking for a box of them magic bullets. I guess they just don't have them in my area.
Apple makes them. They're eye bullets.
Oh God.
Are you telling me you don't have that? You don't have the
They're
shirt?
proprietary.
You got to get the shirt iPack.
Yeah. With the Glock on it.
Patent pending.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Clover's getting serious over here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the one he anal carries though.
This is my everyday carry. Yeah, it is.
I mean, now you can just put up the keister and don't worry about anybody.
Prison pocket carry.
I want to see the holster for that bad boy.
Side charger.
Is that a 308, sir?
It's 300 blackout.
380.
300 blackout.
That's what he shot. That's what the lawn pop was for.
No, that was SBR.
Wait a minute.
It's a pistol. See, this is a pistol. See, no butt stop. See, no
Nice brace.
No tactical butt thingy on the end here.
Nice brace.
It's not near as scary as those assault rifles. You know, the assault rifles, they have the attachment back here where you can get a better, steadier shot on your enemies with it. And so this is just straight. And I put some paracord because it's really hard on my snowflake shoulder. So I put paracord on it, and that seems to really help.
You put paracord on because it's hard.
You're running out of TP.
What is this? What is this assault rifle thing you talk about? I'm not sure if I've even heard that term before.
Well, you see, what it is a long time ago they had these firearms and they created them for war, and war is not good, and so the civilians didn't really want them, but the government they put the Second Amendment in there to force civilians to get these guns, and then they just made them all scary for the civilians. They're all black, and they have these grippy things that come off the side where you hold them. It makes them shoot really fast. And
that sounds fun. I never had one of those before.
You'll get PTSD from shooting one. They're horrible.
Oh no, I don't want that. And this military thing you talk about, what's that all about?
Oh yeah, I mean that's where the military, they just like go to Afghanistan and stuff, and like
are those the people that dress like trees?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I always wanted to do that.
And it's just innocent people over there. They're not doing anything to hurt anybody. They're just innocent people. They're like farming, and they marry their goats, and they really love their goats, and they marry them, and they just farm opium, and they're not, and they blow up a few buildings here and there, but I mean they're not hurting anybody. They're trying to mind their own business over there. It's just sometimes they got to blow off steam, you know. So they blow up these buildings and these subways and things. I mean, that's normal.
And so we send the tree guys over there to help them out, or what?
Yeah, you know, they get up in the rocks, the tree guys do, and they hide, which that's not even fair.
All right, Clover, what was in that pipe you were smoking earlier? Let's be for real now.
Oh, I can sound like
it's way past
idiot.
Your bedtime, man.
Mel says goats. Yes, they marry the goats. Mel, they love the goats. The goats help them to farm. And over there, it's not like here where the government is oppressive and the government will not let you marry your goat. Over there in Afghanistan, you can actually marry your goat. I mean, it's a beautiful religion over there.
You're not allowed to marry your goats here?
No.
Oh,
no.
Shit, I better not tell anybody then.
It's such a fascist regime that we've had for many hundreds of years in this country. You know, it's horrible.
Interesting. I'm learning all sorts of new stuff. Like these tree people, they fascinate me. You know, are they like good, or I mean, can they shoot at all, or they just kind of like throw rocks at people?
Well, I mean, if you watch your history, like like from like Lord of the Rings history, then I mean the tree people originally didn't have all these modern like destructive weapons. They were fairly peaceful and stuff. And so and then and if you look at all the stuff about there's people that tell us what's going to happen in the future, and in the future, they're not even that dangerous. But I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna have to call my congressman, and I'm gonna have to go to Berkeley, and I'm gonna have to sit in the foyer and chain myself to like some benches or something. And
All right, so I just googled tree men, and some of them were wearing like stuff that looked like trees, but some were trying to look like the dirt. Are those the same people, or are they different people?
I think
No,
they grow.
no, those
I think
those
they. Well, when
those guys evolved from cave dwellers. They're the
Oh,
dirt.
okay.
No, they're a nearly different species.
I think they originated from Pakistan. The dirt people did, because the dirt people and the tree people fought a lot way back a long time ago, and the tree people won because trees are better than dirt.
Actually, I think all the dirt people currently live in Pakistan, or at least the ones that claim
Rich,
to still be dirt people.
Rich says I forgot his werewolf rant from earlier in Matt's chat. No, I didn't. I'm just trying to figure out this military thing. I'm interested, you join this military. Is it like a club or something? And they give you like these.
Oh, you don't join the U.S.
to shoot.
You don't join the U.S. military. That's a problem with these fascist regimes. You don't join. They're going to high schools and they're just pulling kids out. They're just pulling them, like yanking them out of school, and they're supposed to go to college.
Yeah.
Everybody in this country should go to college. The government should pay for you to go to college and be a doctor or a lawyer. They should do that's what a civil society does. But the government, they put these people and they send them out there, these mean people, and they just snatch our babies up out of the schools, and they just put them in these uniforms and they make them drive tanks and stuff. And the tanks are killing the environment, because have you seen all the smoke and stuff? And they run on diesel.
Stop. What's the tank? What's a tank?
What's a tank? It's like a big bus, but it's got this rocket on the end of it that like shoots out.
Oh, sweet.
No, it's not.
Can I go buy one of those?
Because it targets babies.
Oh, see, I don't want that. I just want to be able to blow stuff up.
No, that rocket is like a baby homing device on it.
Baby hunting tanks.
Yeah, it hits hospitals and stuff where the babies are at.
Oh, no.
That's where the babies come from. Babies come from hospitals, so it hits the hospitals. And
that's not what my mama told me.
My mama said that life's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, there's always one with a few nuts in there.
The dingo ate your baby. All right, Alan, I don't think you anticipated it going in this direction.
Oh, no. This is wild.
Other Travis is like got some gun porn up here or something. That's crazy.
Gun porn.
That's like a sniper rifle.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
He's got a level on there. That's cheating, dude. Come on. Get that stuff off my screen. I don't want to see no cheater level on
a cheater level.
Is that a pellet gun?
Cheater level on a lever? What?
Do they put muzzle brakes on BB guns?
I've seen silencers on BB guns.
The CO2 powered ones.
I have a delicate shoulder. I had to put a brake on my pellet gun.
Well, you got to watch them because they will give you PTSD if you're not careful. So.
Right.
I already did. I actually stay in the gun safe, and the guns stay in a different room. I'm so scared. I sleep in the gun safe.
I've seen some gun safes in all seriousness big enough you could sleep in them.
I want a problem that I have enough guns that I need one of those. That'd be a cool problem to have. Like a walk-in safe, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I know several people that have
oh
Yeah.
I can back my
I know a guy. I know a guy that he bought an old bank vault, so that's what he's got. And
Really?
yeah, it's sweet, dude. They tore
Wow.
down this old bank building, and of course he had to hire a locksmith or something to reset the tumblers, or you know what I'm saying, because nobody, like, it had been abandoned for so long, nobody knew the combination to even lock it back up or do anything with it. But yeah, I forgot what he gave for it, but it was a pain in the butt to haul and move and do stuff with.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, it's probably 12 by, it's like 8 by 12 by 8 foot high,
that's
12 foot
awesome.
wide, and it's probably 16 foot long or something.
Holy cow.
So, yep.
I would hate to pay the guys to just move that dang thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it involved a crane and all kinds of stuff, but he's got money, so it wasn't no big deal for him. And then, I mean, he finished it out on the inside. I mean, it's pretty cool when you walk into it from his bedroom, because I mean, they actually added on to the house to put it on, but
Oh my God.
they, you know, and then they enclosed it all in. So I mean, you don't know this, it's a safe, but I mean, you walk into it from their bedroom, and you basically walk into a little hallway area first, and it's a locking door as well. It's a lock and still door, and then it's probably a, I don't know, 6 or 8 foot maybe hallway, not very long, and then the bank vault door and all's there. But I mean, once you go through that, I mean, it looks like he's got it all studded out, and it's got pegboard and all on the wall. It's sweet.
He could probably use it as a safe room if he ever had to.
No, he does. Yeah, he does. It's yeah, it's supposedly they poured like piers. It's sitting on these piers, and it's like all bolted down, sitting on the piers, and yeah, I mean, I'm assuming a tornado probably could pick it up, but
It's a pretty strong tornado.
I think it would have to be a pretty big tornado. Yeah, and around here we don't get like F5s and stuff. We get like F1s and F2s, maybe. So
Looks pretty cool though.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You've got my new. That's a new thing to list when I win the lottery. I'm gonna go buy me a bank vault.
Buy an old bank vault. I mean, they tear down old banks. Think about it. They're tearing down old bank buildings and stuff every day of the week. So somewhere.
That's badass.
But yep. Or just buy the old bank building and just move into it. That might be easier. That'd be easier than moving it.
It was hard enough buying a bar and moving in above it.
Oh.
Where'd Edge go? I think that our previous conversation kind of weirded him out.
Edge bailed. He should forget that.
We start talking about tree people. He go like, "What the hell?"
We triggered him. Poor Edge.
Yeah, he is triggered. $600 for the vault door out of our county seat.
For the vault,
just
the
for the door.
Probably. Oh, this guy paid thousands for this vault, and I mean, he paid that much to move it. I'm sure. He probably had. I don't know. Yeah, I'm estimating he had probably $6,000 to $8,000, and that's not counting the addition to his house to go around it. That's just for the, you know what I'm saying, just to buy it and move it. So,
if I had the money, I'd do it too, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've often thought about shipping containers and burying them.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, then you don't have to worry about a tornado picking it up. It's not gonna happen. So, you know.
Yeah, that was
a
interesting venture I had there, Clover.
You don't have to add on to your house. What you can do if you do that is you put the shipping containers outside your house, and then cut an area in the floor inside your house, and you know what I'm saying, and dig down into them, trench it underneath your house, and then you'll basically pull up a door in the floor of your house. You could cover it with a rug or anything at that point.
I piped in from one of my heater vents in my house. I turned that into a suction vent, and that's how I got air down into it. Put that thing about 4.5 feet below the ground. It was all together. It was only about a $8,000 venture. but I buried that son of a bitch about 4.5 feet underneath the ground just outside of my house.
Yeah. Yep.
Had inside the closet in my master bedroom was a pop door. I slated that down into it, and that was about it.
Yep.
You couldn't take any furniture down there though. I didn't quite think it out entirely right. But you can get yourself and some gear up and down that, no problem. If
That's a whole new meaning
shit
for
hit the
man
fan,
cave.
it was a place to go. It was definitely the safe room. I just called it the safe room, and it was the place to go. I had all my dry goods down there. I had about 300 gallons of water. Yeah, I had a bunch of preps down in it. It held a nice temperature, even though this is out in Arizona when I did this. It would hold 70 to 75 inside that thing all times.
Yeah.
All by itself.
Hey, Alan, Rich wants to know if it's okay if he jumps in.
I don't see why not. It's a free-for-all. It's free-for-all.
Bring it, Rich. Bring it. I don't know if he can handle with the tree people talk and stuff.
Clover, are you saying 3 people or tree people? Maybe
Tree
he might actually
people.
He might actually be saying 3, like the number 3, but he's got that crazy accent.
Number 3, 3 people. 3 people.
Hey, yo, give me 3 peoples.
Tree peoples. Yo.
Come on in, Rich. Water's fine.
I wish I had some peeps right now. That'd be good.
What, marshmallow peeps?
Heck yeah.
Have you ever had homemade marshmallow?
I have had homemade marshmallow. Yeah.
It is amazing.
So, wait a minute. I had to wrap my brain around that for a second. Did you just say like homemade peeps?
Well, homemade marshmallow, yeah.
Oh.
That'd be easy to do peeps. Just roll them in sugar after that.
Yeah, you just dip it in some kind of colored sugar, and that's pretty much what a peep is.
Hmm.
It's super light and real fluffy. It's pretty amazing shit.
Okay.
Hey, there's Rich. All right. Almost like a real chat up in this joint.
All we need is somebody yelling.
Yeah.
Somebody screaming at each other.
I gotta go back and watch the first part of Pat's
Oh,
chat,
dude, it was
apparently.
awesome. It was
Oh
awesome.
my god!
Because like we're sitting there, and like Yankee all of a sudden just shut the fuck up. I'm trying to answer your fucking question, and like everyone else is like quiet, like oh shit. And Matt goes, "Alrighty then."
Yeah, it's a damn shame I missed that one apparently.
Oh, you gotta go back and watch this. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Rich having mic problems or something?
Huh? Fell asleep.
What?
Huh?
There you
go. Huh? What?
Huh?
Mic problem? I don't know.
I don't know nobody named Mike. That's what we call a microwave. That's what you call a microwave in the kitchen when you work in a restaurant. Chef Mike.
That's how I do all my cooking. Is that not how it's supposed to go?
Hey, I didn't say you shouldn't do it. Just saying.
Like I throw the whole can of Chef Boyardee in there and everything. Sometimes you get a little electric. You get a little electric light show in there sometimes.
If you cook it long enough, it'll even open itself up.
I got a weird food topic.
Oh Christ!
Does anybody?
What's that? Hamsters in a microwave? It doesn't work out well.
I said a food topic.
Oh, that's brutal.
Does anybody like pop their own popcorn anymore, or does everybody buy it in a bag now? Still,
You
Bad.
mean like over a fire?
Like I pop popcorn in the microwave.
Right.
Not out of the bag though. I buy like the popping corn, and then I can do like my different oil or whatever, and then I can put different
Oil.
seasonings and things, and then you put it in the microwave and pop it.
He gets his oils, lights some candles, and makes a night of it.
I love how Clover says oil.
Oil.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Get some
It's
scented
like
candles
OL.
and just do your thing, man.
It's
Yeah,
not.
that's
It's
what
like there's
you
not
gotta
even it's like there's not even a letter I in it.
Is that like Ole Miss? Like
Ole.
Ole Miss?
no,
Throw
a good
some oil
social
in there.
experiment for you, Clover, is you can tell somebody's age by asking them if they have ever made popcorn without the use of a microwave.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you
remember
could do
doing
it on the. You could do it on the stove, but I mean, it's just cleaner and quicker and easier. I mean, we got to pull out a pot
Yeah.
and jack with it, you know.
Well,
I
yeah,
was
but
at-
nowadays there's people in their 20s, even going into their 30s, that have never made popcorn without the use of a microwave. They have no idea.
When
They
I
would
was a
have no
kid-
idea how to do it any other way.
My kids,
when I was
my
a kid, we
kids-
used to.
My kids
Go ahead.
freaked out the first time I brought home Jiffy Pop. They were amazed by Jiffy Pop.
You go real camping, you can't help a back. You got to use real popcorn.
Exactly. You get a stick and some tin foil and some butter, and you throw it in there, and you get yourself popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how we did it when I was a kid. My mom had a old antique corn popper that you used on the fire in our fireplace. That was cool. Super fun,
Yeah, we
man.
used to
When
do
you're
that when I
like
was a
10 years
kid.
old.
We had it's like a metal or like a steel iron. I don't know. It was about 2 feet long. Like a tennis racket almost. And you just
Yeah.
held it over there. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I enjoyed doing
they
that.
had lids on them too. Like this was
Yeah.
like made out of brass. It was old.
Yeah, we had a nice fireplace popper when I was a kid. That
Yeah.
the thing was heavier than snot when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't shiny or anything because we used it. We used a lot. We used it a lot, and I was a latchkey kid, so I'd come home 7, 8 years old, build a fire in the fireplace, and make myself some popcorn with that thing. Nowadays, they don't know how to make it without popcorn without a microwave.
How is it that every damn chat that Travis gets on turns into a food freaking chat? How is that possible?
I don't even start it half the time.
I did it.
That wasn't Travis's fault this time. That was your
You
No, it
sons of
really
bitches.
wasn't.
Travis,
That's true.
Travis, it was divulging into a food chat before you got in here. We actually were saying that we need to get you in here so that it becomes a food chat.
But you know what? People start it, and then I answer a question, and then all of a sudden I'm the goddamn guy that started it. That happens all the time.
That your serial chat during the was it Early Watch or Daily Gun Show? That was pretty awesome.
You know what? I took screenshots of that because I'm going to try and come up with serial names for everybody.
So mine was Toast Tactical. Is that what you told me?
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Tactical or something like that.
Yeah. I had Biker Bob's. I had Biker Bob's Blueberry Bites.
Clover had the Clover's Lucky Charms, basically, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I can pull up the screens here. Let me say. Let's say I had
pretty good. You had Special AK.
Yeah.
AK, I love it.
Let me see here. I had some.
Wasn't somebody Toast Tactical on Saturday morning?
Oh, I said Clover Tax could be cereal in the shape of guns and marshmallows in the shape of clovers.
He started out by saying,
Tactical.
"Oh, Toast Tactical." I was like, "Yeah, thanks, man."
NEA could be Raisin Bran, never enough raisins.
Never enough raisins.
Biker Bob, I had
enough sprinkles.
I had Biker Bob as Biker Bran Flakes.
I don't know about that whole donut thing that started off with them.
Yeah.
Because I was in Never Enough Ammo's chats quite a bit and was pushing the donut thing, and then a couple of weeks later it like caught on, I think.
Oh my god. It was
So you're to blame?
Just to hear his rant about freaking sprinkles, I was just dying.
Yeah, it was so funny
Don't
because
forget coconut.
he was so wound up he couldn't like articulate his hatred.
Hey,
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah, buddy.
Here's what you need to do. Come up with something, and I'm thinking it's gonna have to be probably some type of a dessert item, but have it where the ingredients include raisins, coconut,
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Sprinkles. See what else is there?
Sprinkles
There's something
in the
else.
batter,
Oh,
and then have it shaped like a giant sprinkle.
And shape it like a donut.
and fake bacon bits.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
Bacos.
Yeah.
All right.
Bacos with coconut shavings and sprinkles on raisins.
And shape it like a donut.
I just do some sort of pound cake or something.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, a coconut
simple.
raisin pound cake with sprinkles.
And we'll send it to him in Idaho as a good homework, like a welcome to the neighborhood gift.
Could you imagine mailing that thing? What he would open it up and he would shit his pants.
Oh, he would love it. Actually, he would actually love it.
He would. That's funny. I should do something like that. Make a couple
by the
of
time
muffins.
it gets there, like it's all like molded and shit.
The best part about all this, guys, my daughter is sitting over at the other computer, and she's laughing at what we're saying, and she has no idea what we're even talking about.
Yeah. You know it's good if it's funny when you don't even know the backstory, you know?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Well, I was on the panel too. When we did the top 5 donuts, I was on that panel. That got a little gnarly too that night.
Oh God, they got to talking about eclairs and
goddamn. Yeah, goddamn Carlos started talking about Long Johns. I'm like,
Long John. Yeah.
I'm like,
Long John.
I'm like, I could only describe it as like an eclair that was like filled with hatred, like it had no redeeming qualities at all. And he kept screaming like, it's so you can dunk it. It's so you can dunk it.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's bullshit, man. Nobody likes that shit.
Just dunk it in a toilet, let it go, and then flush.
Yeah. It was so memorable. I put the Long John in my shit hit the fan story time. That's where Carlos got killed. He was looking for a Long John, or looking for coffee to dunk his Long John in.
Is there going to be a volume 2 to that coming up next season?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I think I'm gonna, one of these nights, I'm gonna just open up a live chat and read it straight through.
There you go.
Just for fun, because it's all chopped up. Because you'd have to watch like 5. I think I had six episodes. So
I've got to finish writing mine.
Well, that put images in my head I didn't want to see.
I should write a second one now that there's a bunch of new guys around that I didn't have in the first one.
Audiobooks by other Travis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Yes.
We'll just name it shit you don't want your kid to hear.
Wouldn't that just be any of the Yankees chats?
Yeah.
Oh God. God.
Oh man.
Were you guys watching the other day when Grimm sent the pictures, then emailed the pictures to Matt when he screenshotted them of his friends and him doing the characters? Oh, so funny.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was hilarious. He's like his brother or something is in the Suburban with like a construction paper cutout face of Matt.
Oh my God.
And his kid, his daughter or his son or whatever, is in a little chef's outfit with a skull face mask on.
That's awesome.
It's super funny. I'll email him to you. I should let him do it, but it's really cute. And then there's a picture of a like a Nerf pistol, like a Nerf revolver with like a rhinoceros toy stuck on the front of it for Yankees Rhino.
Oh yeah.
It's super funny.
Yeah, I remember
It's-
seeing that. That's fun.
It's super
Okay.
funny. Yeah.
I forgot to tell you this. So I witnessed something today that was kind of awesome / hilarious. So G Webb was here today, and I took him to a local gun shop, and we went to go look at a missile silo. So, I get there before G Webb shows up to the gun shop. It's my local gun shop, and I said, "Hey," I said, "I've got a friend of mine that's going to be coming here. He's on a nationwide tour that he goes into local kind of gun shops and takes pictures and all that stuff. Do you mind if he stops in?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, that's fine, no problem, man." And so this other guy, this kid's over there shooting. He's cleaning this. I mean, not shooting. He's sitting there cleaning this rifle. Works there. And so I was saying, he goes, "So what's going on, man?" I was like, "Not much." And he said, "So who's coming by?" And I said, "Well, it's a guy named G Webs." And I said, "I don't know if you watch YouTube." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I watch all." You know. So I said, "Well, you ever seen G Webs or gun websites?" He goes, "Yeah, what about him?" And I said, "Well, he'll be here in about 15 minutes." This kid gets like giddy, like he's seen in like one of the Jonas Brothers or something. He's like, "G Webs is coming here? Like G Webs is coming here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Holy shit, I've been watching this stuff for a long time." And I was like, "Well, he'll be here in about 10 minutes. So G walks in, and this kid's like, just like pissing himself, trying to like meet him and all that. It was hilarious. I was like, I looked at G and I said, "You know, you're a big deal." And he goes, "No, I used to be a big deal." And I said, "Well, this kid's like getting ready to like fall over himself meeting you." And it was hilarious because like he was like, "Oh, how you doing?" You know, and you know how low key he is. And this kid's like, "Holy cow, man! It's like an honor to meet you." And I was like, "Holy shit, this kid's gonna rape him." It was hilarious. But he was like, I was like, "Wow, like G still got a bunch of big fans out there," because this guy was like giddy when he heard that G was going to be in the shop.
It's awesome.
I thought it was pretty
G-Web's
funny.
groupies.
Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, "Holy cow, this guy's going to kill himself." I was waiting for him to ask for an autograph or something. He didn't. Yeah, had to pass that on.
Here, I want to share this. Just because, I mean, he's going to change it.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
before he changes his avatar, this was a suggestion, and he didn't want to use it for some reason.
Good God! Oh my God!
You know that encompasses everything
This should
we
be
know.
the logo on the 1911s he's going to make.
Now all you got to do is have a little picture of Yankee screaming at him.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
need to do that. We can put that up in the corner and have some like cartoon lines coming out of his mouth. You know.
It says Harley coming screaming in.
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious. I need to do that.
I'm serious. You guys got to go back and watch that because it was like so
Clover.
random and it just out of the blue. Shut the fuck up. I was like, "Oh my God."
I'm not going to bed tonight until I go back and watch that.
Clover,
That
you
was
got to get. You
hilarious.
know how Yankee does the thing on his channel where it's like sounds like Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. You need to get the clip of that and have him screaming at Jonas.
Oh, it's so funny because he was pissed at Jonas for a while, and then Matt makes some comment. It's just Jonas. He goes, "Who the fuck is Jonas?" And that really pissed him off. He goes, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, Night Strike's not ever on Yankees chats ever.
No. He knows him as Night Strike, but he doesn't know him as Jonas. He's like, "Who the fuck is Jonas?"
I was really proud. I was really proud of myself on Yankees chat the other day. He read one of my emails and he actually got my name right. He always reads my name wrong.
Oh, what does he say?
Is Other Travis really hard to spell?
He doesn't know who. He doesn't know who the hell Other Travis is. No, he always says Midnight Ranger.
Oh,
Ranger. He didn't even. I sent in. What was it? Sunday? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, I guess it was. Yesterday. I sent in I sent an email in, and he like replied to my email. He didn't even mention it on there. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird.
He read one of mine. I sent him a link to the auction. Said, "Hey, do you mind if you put this out? Talk about it a little bit."
He's got a whole video about that.
And he did. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, "Holy shit! What the hell?" I was like, "Wow!"
I told y'all in Matt's chat he's turning into Abe Simpson.
Yeah.
Striker.
Night Striker. Who the fuck is Jonas?
Hey, can we get Smiggy to use that as the background for hit or miss?
Absolutely. That you gotta do it. Just that whole 3-minute conversation would be like the perfect lead in. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck is Jonas? Oh my god. If he doesn't use it, he's crazy.
I sent him an email the other day trying to trip him up on the show a little bit, and the son of a bitch didn't read it. It said,
Who, Yankee?
hey, yeah, it said, hey, Yankee, have you ever had braised wombat knuckles? Ooh, so tender, so delectable. Love the show. Free Gary.
Oh my god.
That bastard didn't read it. I thought for sure he'd get about halfway through it and be like, all right, who the fuck is
I
this?
actually said a question. That's good in this game. He plays kickball.
Oh, God.
Well,
Robo
he
what?
reads a lot of those like without even like
Videos that
he
Oh,
just
yeah.
read them straight live, so you could like Ron Burgundy him big time, you know, if you wanted
That's
to.
what I tried to do. I wanted to see if I could get him to trip up a little bit because he's get him
Go
to
fuck
stumble.
yourself, San Diego. What?
Yeah. Great show, everybody. Nice job. Great show.
Free Gary.
Yeah.
I said Yankee the joke question. I keep asking if he actually plays kickball or if that's just code for having training midgets kick him in the balls. And he sent me to reply, "Fuck you."
Maybe he does screen some of them. I don't know. That's
I don't know
too
what-
funny.
But some of the stuff he gets on his channel, I mean, he's got to do some of it. Have you even looked through the comments on a lot of his videos? It's like trolls.
Oh, it's brutal. Yeah.
Well, one of the best shows that Matt's had in recent time was, I don't know, about a month ago when he had that troll that came in.
Oh God!
Oh,
Frijolito.
when he went after that troll,
Frijolito.
dude. Oh, that was awesome. He's like, you're in the wrong
Frijolito.
fucking channel to be trolling.
Well,
He said, it's on.
I'll tell you what. It got real when that guy started talking about him being a race trader and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he started talking about his kids.
His wife and his kids, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it went from fun to real at that point.
Yeah, that was it. He was like, "You're done."
Yeah. Shit, it's 1:00 in the morning. I gotta get to be work in a few hours.
Dude, it's 2:00 here. Don't be bitching too much.
I'm not bitching. I'm just making a statement.
2:00, midnight to 1:00 to 2:00. That's where I shine. When everybody's too tired, when everybody else is too tired to realize I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
No, we realize that from the get go. We just don't say anything.
Oh shit! The
Yeah.
jig is up.
I just do the best thing at all and just not talk.
Yeah.
Throw in
You're just-
a punch and jump out.
Well, if you guys,
Alan's over there thinking these assholes are making a great show for me. I'm just gonna sit back and smoke, just milking it.
Shit. You're either gonna get a bunch of views on this, or people are gonna unsubscribe from your channel. One of the two. It's gonna go either way.
Yeah.
Well, it literally started off with me just toying around with it, literally just learning how to do it. And then I had Hard Target walk in on me. And it's like, well, how you doing there, Gil? And then I got all you bastards up in here.
Well, I did the same thing.
It's been great. I'm digging it.
I a couple of weeks ago I opened up one just to see if I could do it. I did the
It
same
was
thing.
awesome. 2.5 hours later.
Well, no. I did one before it and I didn't post it. It was, my wife was upstairs and I was downstairs. I was like, hey, I'm going to open up a chat here and see what the hell happens just to see if I can do it on my phone, make sure it works. Next thing I know, I had like 6 people in the chat. I had like Mel popped in and I'm like, hey, Mel's here. What the fuck? There's Grim. Hey, Grim, what the fuck's going on? It was so weird, man. And it was just me bullshitting about nothing, like just talking about the platform and everything. So I never posted it. But the second one, yeah. The second one was like a bullshit marathon, man. Jesus
That was
Christ.
awesome. That was awesome.
Good God. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, so some of the funnest chats that I've been in has literally been no structure, just
Oh,
free
yeah.
for all.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
I think-
That's what
it
it's
can
all about.
go in any direction. It can
Yeah.
it can just turn into a shit fest really quick.
Hell,
but-
that's what the lobby chats are every night.
Yeah.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I was
constant.
I was in a lobby chat last night for the first time, or last night or 2 nights ago, and there was a bunch of people, and next thing I know, it's just me and Clover bullshitting about something. I'm like, I think we're the only ones in here. Everybody else took
I
off.
think we're alone now.
Yeah, exactly. Clover Tack
Doesn't
tonight.
seem to be anyone around.
I always call Clover Tack my YouTube grandpa.
Grandpa.
Wow.
My YouTube
That's
Santa
harsh.
Claus.
That's
I like
harsh.
Clover.
And it's not. I think we're alone now. It's this.
Oh, yeah.
Travis alone. Yeah, baby.
Oh man, I'm glad my
I
phone's
still
waterproof.
think that I still think you should some Friday when you turn the camera on, you've got like a pink fedora and like a cane. And just say,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah,
That's the way to do it."
Firearm Friday."
Big old gold pimp cup.
Yeah,
Milk cup.
and get one of those cane guns, so at least it's a firearm,
Oh,
You can get a 22 long rifle shell and put it on like it's one of your like it's a grill.
Fishing shoes.
A grill.
A grill.
22 rifle grill.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
Or the after hours. That's the after hours, isn't it? That's the after
Yeah,
hours.
that's after hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I usually do
Attacks
about
in the house.
half of the after hours show when I'm on the panel at the grocery store.
Yeah, we noticed that.
We could tell.
Thank you for shopping at Walmart.
Every
Wow.
every once in a while, my phone lags a little bit when I hit the mute button. It doesn't mute it right away. I found that out that night.
Oh,
Please paste. What was it? Please
Yeah.
place your items in the bag.
Yeah, that was it.
I was like, "What? Where are you at Walmart?"
Dude, I work
All
like
these-
16-hour days, man. I got to go to the grocery store sometimes.
I guess maybe he's walking through Walmart, talking to his phone. Yeah.
That would
Oh
be
my
a
God,
fun
dude.
live stream.
He
Just
fits
live
right
stream
in.
it when you're going grocery shopping.
Dude, that same night was the night somebody asked a question about AKs or AR-15s. And I'm literally, no shit, I'm walking down the aisle. There's like yogurt and ricotta cheese and shit. And I'm like, AK-47. There's some lady looks at me. I'm like, oh, I got to go. I was like, oh shit. Bitch is going to call the cops on me.
This guy's talking about rifles in the cheese section. Trying to buy some yogurt, and this guy's talking about AK-47.
Cellulite, and here he is talking big guns.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Big scary firearms. Big scary
Yeah.
weapons.
This big bastard over here by the yogurt just said AK-47.
Triggered.
Hashtag.
Oh God, Bob is out there. Bob's out there.
Oh, you want to have a good show? Bring Bob on.
There's Bob. Hey, is somebody else? Is
Bob the only one that's left out there?
there a freaking cricket in my building, or is that? I keep hearing a cricket.
What the hell is
Oh, that's-
what the hell's
that's me. I'm
Bob
outside.
talking about?
Yeah, we got
What the hell's-
Mel and Land Run and the Plankster and Bob. And that's pretty much about it at the moment. That's
Oh,
okay
well.
if we can get the rest of them to come in here. We don't have to worry about anybody in the side chat.
Yeah,
It's late. They're all sissies.
who needs sleep?
Pansies.
I sleep when I'm dead.
Handies.
What the hell is Bob talking about grams of fat for over there?
I was wondering that too.
Is he talking about the cereal?
762 grams of fat. What?
What?
That's how many grams of fat are in one. That's how much fat. That's how much fat is in one bowl of Biker Bob's.
That's how much fat's in that AK-47 yogurt.
Yeah,
So
no, that's how much
grams of fat.
That's how
The
much fat is
question
in
is
Biker
with-
Bob's Blueberry Bites cereal.
Well, the question is with Bob, does he use milk or does he use maple syrup being from Canada?
Maple syrup.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
fat
AK is lean and mean.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's not what she said.
No, it sounded more like, is it in yet?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What I lack in size, I make up for in the lack of girth.
That's true. I always say, I mean, it might not be good, but at least it's quick, you know?
Oh, God.
Just like a birthday cake, 2 inches high and 8 inches round.
Oh, man.
God.
I have nothing to say. He stumped the goob.
Lord.
Who else is in here? Is Mel still out there?
Mel was still out there last I checked.
There's still
yeah.
7 losers out there.
I'm kind of surprised that Hottie didn't jump on.
I know.
All that antagonisting and everything. Mel's still out there. Biker's not jumping in.
Land Run 89's out there. Laughing his ass off, apparently.
Yeah.
What the hell are all you old farts doing up this late at night?
We're not up. We're not up late. We're extra early for the early bird special.
We're trying to get here early enough to be on Jimmy's show in the morning.
We're gonna be the early
watch.
the really extremely ridiculously early watch.
The holy shit, it's early watch.
But you know, the thing is, if you get some of these really, really late night shows, I remember we used to have these back in the day when the people started this, and like there would be people from Australia would jump in and go, "Hey, we can't believe you bloggers are talking," and they, they'd be all Australian.
But see, Bob, the problem is we weren't alive during the Revolutionary War. We don't know what that's like.
Lord.
So, Bob, are you coming down this winter again or no?
Oh yeah. The plan is I'm gonna head down in January to make SHOT Show, and then I'm just gonna spend the next 3 or 4 months wandering around I want to go hit Texas while it's reasonable before it gets stupid hot. Because
Too late.
Ridiculous hot.
Too early. Too late.
Yeah.
You're screwed if you're waiting to come to Texas when it's not hot. Hate to tell you.
Well, there's supposed to be a week or something that it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm just got like
Maybe
1 week.
maybe in February.
Yeah,
maybe in February.
Every now and then the moon comes in the correct alignment, and you got like 8.5 minutes of cool weather here. Outside of that, you're screwed.
Yeah, well.
Oh yeah, Melvin.
I got air conditioning in the RV now. I still won't have it in my truck, but I don't care about that. It's truck.
So eventually it's just going to be everybody in here and nobody in the chat.
That's right.
That's okay. That's fine.
I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in and type some questions to myself.
Hey, that's the way it used to be, right?
Hey.
Like it used to be the YouTube chats. The only people in the chats were the people in the chats, right?
Right.
And we'd just be sitting there, like I've always described it as this, and I still to this day I swear that's what it is to me. It's a bunch of guys. Maybe it's after you've gone duck hunting or done something together, right? And you're sitting around a coffee table or a kitchen table, you know, in the kitchen of a farmhouse, talking about what you just did, and having a cup of coffee, talking about guns and just shooting the shit. That's what this is like. Except we just didn't do something together, but you know, we're still sitting around shooting the shit, drinking a cup of coffee or maybe an adult beverage. And you know, just a bunch of people sitting chatting together about a, you know, common interest.
Well, I don't know. We've done some stuff together because most of us, I think, were watching Matt's show earlier, and there was several that joined me for the lawn chair pops, and
yeah. Okay, so that even
see, I got to be left out on all that because I was doing plenty of other things. I was too busy filming and editing and this, that, and the other thing, and I got left out on all that. So I appreciate you all joining me this evening and kind of filling me in on the evening's happenings.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to. I'm going to tell you. Once they got what they wanted out of me, they were gone. Let's go to the lobby. Yeah. It just as soon as the last round went off, it was like
no. It was when your battery went dead.
No. And then I go over and I finally track them down. Right, Doug was the only one that stayed with me. Bless his heart. And he's like, "Where the other guys going?" I'm like, "I don't know where they went."
That doesn't sound right.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm telling you like it happened. Alan, don't listen to them. They don't know.
I'm pretty sure that Doug fell asleep.
So I go over the lobby, right? I can't get a word in edgewise because obviously Travis is there and they're talking freaking food in between all of that. So finally, I tell Edge what I need to tell. Then you jump on it. I'm like, oh, hell, Alan's on. Cool. We need to go over there and hang out with Alan. So I had to bribe these bastards to come over here. It was ridiculous. They were like, screw Alan. We don't care if Alan's online or not. We've got our desktop. We want to talk about fish tacos.
That's definitely an interesting interpretation of the truth.
That's the one I remember. That's what I remember.
I want to know, what did Edge do to Clovertac to make him so anti-Edge?
Anti-Edge. I didn't say I was anti-Edge.
And he was saying like, edgewise, and I'm like, what did Edge do to you? I don't know. He's kind of annoying sometimes, but he's like not that.
I don't know what we triggered Edge somehow once we got over here. I was talking about
trigger him, didn't we?
The tree people or the dirt people or something freaked him out. He didn't understand that.
He probably thought I was serious. I don't know.
No, Edge doesn't take anything serious. Believe me.
I'm not even laughing at you guys. I'm laughing at other Travis on the side chat.
Is he seriously asking himself questions? I gotta check this out.
No. Night Strike sent me a question.
Jonas?
Yeah, look.
Hold on.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
You know what? It really does. You know, like, I mean, as much as we all think it's a joke, it really does bother him. So that's why I'm thinking we should all keep doing it as much as
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because it's making him crazy, right?
He responds to it.
I know. He's either going to learn to accept it, or
I'm just going to, from now on, every time he starts talking, say, shut the fuck up, Jonas.
He'll be like, good guy with the gun. He'll be like, good guy with the gun.
Every time his mic keys up, shut the fuck up, Jonas.
Shut the fuck up, Jonas.
Remember, good guy with a gun and good guy with a gun and Ewok, right?
I'm gonna go back to to Matt's show, and I'm going to like tape record Yankee chewing him out. I'm just going to play that to him every time.
That was a good one tonight, eh? Yankee just
that was awesome.
To him, right?
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then a few minutes later he goes, who the fuck is Jonas? That was good shit.
I know. And then they had to explain.
Classic.
Was Jonas?
Oh my God, I almost pissed myself when it happened because I was like, is this really happening?
Like, what the fuck are you read about it?
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
For the first time.
Clovertech sent me a message too. That's
No,
nice.
Fry possum. You bake possum. God, fry possum. If you're gonna ask a fake question, at least ask a good fake question. Like, what kind of taters do you bake the possum with?
Taters.
Motor oil.
It'll work fine with a possum.
If you're frying possum, you use motor oil.
No, you can cook a possum. There's nothing wrong with them. If you're used to eating rodents like squirrels.
See, and you noticed I omitted all the I's in the words oil, so you'd be able to read it correctly.
It's oil. It's oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oil.
Oh,
Yeah. Oil. 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 The only oil I know of is olive oil.
like the cartoon character.
No,
The
no.
cartoon character. Yes.
Canola
That's
oil. Canola oil is way better, or as we like to call it up here in Canada,
Okay.
Lube.
No, it's called rapeseed.
Rapeseed.
Yeah,
What?
rapeseed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what canola we call. Like canola is called rape.
Rapeseed.
That's the original
Yeah.
name of the
Yeah. Every once in a while you see that.
grain. Yeah. And it really freaks people out. You grow what up here? Well, we grow rapeseed.
Shit's getting rapey at Bob's house.
I just,
And what do we make out of it? Canola oil.
I just sent you a question, Travis. And this is
Let's see.
a cooking question.
If you're at a campfire and I want to dress up skunk. You mean dress up like a skunk?
No, I want to bring the skunk and make it an actual dish. I need a side dish. And I'm not sure which one. Is it armadillo or raccoon?
Okay, who's gonna dress up as a skunk? Because if you're gonna start stuff like that, you should start talking.
Well, if it was me,
dresses up like a panda, and I'm pretty sure a guy who dresses like a panda, and if you dressed up like a skunk, you guys would be besties.
if it was me, if I was a chef, which I am, I would say just. I would say maybe you make like a nice pot pie and you just do a skunkadillo pot pie.
Skunkadillo. Skunkadillo.
Alan asks a good question out there.
I mean, Alan, you have to specify what part of the horse, I guess.
Has anybody here seriously eaten horse before?
That's a Chinese.
Yeah.
I think so. I was in Tijuana at the time.
Oh.
How about the dandelions?
I've heard by people who have traveled the globe that horse is actually good.
Yes,
Hardy's still out there. He's asking questions now.
Okay. Hey, you were in Tijuana. How exactly were you?
Could we?
I bet you. I bet you Bob has got a chunk of weed brownie stuck in his beard right now.
Do not.
It's for dessert, man.
He'll find it tomorrow on the way to work.
Ooh.
No, but I have
Brownie.
had horse, and it is really good. It's a nice lean meat. But it's. Do you look at a horse as a pet, or do you look at a horse as an animal?
Goddamn Canadians.
Shut the fuck up, Jonas.
A horse ain't no pet.
A horse
Who
is
the
a
hell's
horse,
Jonas?
Of course. Who the fuck
A
is
horse
Jonas?
is an animal. A horse isn't a pet. Right? A pet is something you can kind of get in your lap. Like, I'm not even sure whether I would consider Charlie a pet. Because he's like big. And I'm thinking, if I was hungry, you gotta figure if he weighs 140 pounds.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like 40 pounds of meat.
That guy dog body.
On that for like a couple months.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was a dog, but at the same time, he's a dog, right? All he wants to do is give his life to protect you. So I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck are you talking about, Bob?
No, seriously.
Holy shit.
So, like, screw you. I'm gonna
Oh my
wait.
god!
Hashtag the night Bob lost it.
Holy shit!
Now remember that. Yeah, Microsoft 59, subscribe. Because if I get 200 more subs, I actually get to do super chats. And then you're going to see some.
No, you got it wrong. Bob's going full Yankee.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, screw that. You know what? Yankee is such a wanker. And it really pissed me off. I was in enough chat.
Somebody save that clip, please.
I am not kidding.
What is this? The 1960s British? Like, where are we right now?
I was never enough Ammo's chat and Yankees in there, and the worst of it was Night Strike kept making me agree with Yankee because Night Strike would say stupid shit, right? And I'd be just like, Jesus, dude. And, and then I'd have to agree with Yankee. It was awful. He did that like 3 times. And I was like, shut up. I don't want to agree with this stupid old man.
The actual most classic part of tonight when Yankee told him to shut up is he actually shut up. He didn't say a word for like 5 minutes. And I was like, holy cow. It was awesome. It was hilarious.
I actually felt bad for him.
A little bit,
I was like, wow, man, he put him in the corner. He put Baby in the corner for sure.
He put Baby in the corner.
And if you let Yankee do that to him, well.
And the funny thing is, Matt didn't do anything. He was like, I'm not getting in the middle of this shit. Y'all just go at it.
Yeah.
He says, who the fuck is Jonas?
That's your hashtag right there.
Who the fuck is Jonas? Yeah.
Who the fuck is Jonas? Dude, Bob's lost it.
Who the fuck is Jonas?
He goes, well, that's what we call him on Monday nights.
Matt sounded so at one point too. Matt sounded so disappointed at Jonas said something. He goes, "God damn it, Jonas." It's like
it was not a good night for Night Strike.
It was like your kid threw a rock through the window and you're like, God damn it.
Damn it, go put the helmet on and sit in the corner.
God damn it. God damn it.
God damn it, Jonas. Oh, fuck. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Oh, God.
God damn it.
God damn it, Jonas. Go put the dunce cap on and sit in the corner until we tell you to come.
Yankee's a wanker.
I didn't even know Canadians said wanker.
Hey, we speak both types of English.
What?
That's Canadian Ebonics.
No, we talk British and we talk American, right?
Landrun says wanky.
Next time you get him in the chat, just call him wanky.
Oh God, that actually could take off,
dude.
I think
really,
that's a really good idea. I think from now on, instead of calling him Yankee, we should call him Wanky.
What's up, Wanky? See how long it takes for him to catch on. The Wanky Marshall.
Oh,
I think Jonas should show him an invite to Hit or Miss tomorrow night. That would be awesome.
No, I don't. No, we really shouldn't do the Wanky Marshall. No.
What the fuck did I walk into? Holy shit.
It's party time, Smeggy.
Oh, Smeg, you have. We've been passing the pipe around the room, man.
Fucking Bob's gonna shit himself, man.
No, we've been talking about.
That was a terrible rumor started by that stupid cross-dressing panda bear. And it's not true. It was a fart. There was not even a strip in my underwear.
We've been talking about how Yankee and Night Strike got into it tonight on Matt's show. And
Oh, yes.
What?
oh, you
What?
missed it?
I missed it?
Oh my God. So Night
Smeggy, you
Strike
missed
asks
it.
a question, and Yankee starts answering the question. Well, of course, Night Strike interrupts him.
Can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
So Yankee just goes, "I'll just shut the fuck up," just yells at him, and then he goes on and answers, and he goes, and then Matt says something about Jonas. He goes, "Who the fuck is Jonas?" It was perfect. It was awesome. He goes, "Shut the fuck up! If I'm going to answer the question, then shut the fuck up." He started yelling at Night Strike, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, he went 0 to 60 for sure, man.
Hey,
Oh,
Clover,
man.
you got to pull up that avatar that Smiggy's got to use for the background tomorrow. If he's still even there.
It's not done yet because you got to get the Yankee flapping his gums at him yet. Wanky.
Wanky Marshall.
Wanky
Marshall.
Wanky
Marshall.
See you later, douchebags. You fucking pieces of shit.
What the hell, Smeg?
Huh?
What was that?
I was talking to these fucking guys who just left the bar.
Oh,
They were like,
Maggie's about to get jumped by a gang of,
Smeggy, we're not really there. We can't get you out of the fight.
No, dude, I ain't scared of these fucks. They're a bunch of pieces of shit. They were like, all right, here's the thing. So they're hitting on the waitress, whatever. Guys are drunk. They think, whatever. Girl's cute, fine. But then they started getting like super creepy. She comes over by me. She's like, "Oh my God, these guys will like not leave me the fuck alone." And we're getting ready to leave, and I'm sitting there talking to two girls, like just saying bye or whatever. And like they walk up and like start talking to her, and I just like talking to my back, and I'm like blocking between them and the girls, like. Dude, they don't want to fucking talk to you. Like, just fucking go home already.
I need a hero.
So it's not like it was a fight or nothing. I'm not saying like there was any fucking drama. It was just I had to kind of be blocker a little bit. Be like, yeah, so we're going to keep going with our conversation, and you guys can fuck up.
So it's the cock blocker and wanky show?
It is. Who the fuck is Jonas and the cock blocker?
Dude, they were fucking douches. I mean,
yeah. So you just made sure that, but you didn't go home with the chick either, right?
He wouldn't be on the
She's
phone
in the
with us.
trunk right now.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure he'd be on the chat if that was the case.
oh my God, Smeggy, you're so cute. Who are you talking to? Oh, come on now, honey. They don't want to hear you talk. Like, we're just walking home together.
It's so cold.
It's not like he could like show us who he's talking to, and she'd be impressed. Like, oh, a bunch of losers from all over the country. That's awesome, man. This guy cooks. What the fuck, What a douche.
I got
There
some
we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I've yet to see proof that Smeggy is real.
There's been a handful of people who have met me. I'm pretty real. You can believe.
I don't know that I believe all the people who have met you. And, I mean, the people I've met you, I mean, it's mostly you haven't met the same people I've met. So it's like, one or two.
You have fucking slept in my house like a week ago.
Yeah, but you have to
He's a
understand,
real
we still see
person,
the G-Webs as
therefore
the
I'm a
dog.
person.
Yeah, but
There's
I
still a
haven't.
bunch of people that see the G-Webs as the dog.
I haven't seen G-Web since like I don't know, months ago.
Since a few months ago. I mean, what the fuck? Well, I got to meet someone you've met last week. I mean, come on.
I don't know what. Like, it could be some kind of freaking alien that like took over his brain. I mean, he's doing some crazy shit since then. He's all about Chevy.
Unbelievable. Like, you have option A, I'm a regular real person, or option B, I'm an alien who took over G-Webs. Yeah.
Or C, you're a fucking snowman.
Oh yeah, you could be a snowman, or you could be like maybe over his dog, and you're just convincing his dog to convince him to do that. I don't know.
All right, I got a serious question to ask real quick. Rich, please tell me your daughter's still not watching this.
Oh God, I forgot.
I'm so sorry. It's all Maggie's fault.
Because it went off the rails about 15 minutes ago.
Good God, I hope she's adult. I hope she's over 18. Jesus.
Oh, you can't see the taillights anymore. Yeah, cop just fucking went by me. It didn't stop though, so I guess I'm safe.
The language went really downhill since Maggie joined.
What? I clicked that button and the first thing I heard was Wanky Marshall, so don't blame me.
Wanky the same as like the F word, right, dude? That's like saying calling someone a Negro is the same as calling somebody a
What?
Boy,
What the fuck? Oh, dude.
He's digging a hell of a hole over there.
I don't understand, man.
Doing exactly what you had your mic muted.
No, I was actually just making the point that he was trying to compare saying the F word to saying wanker.
Oh, okay. So you guys didn't say the F word till I joined? Come on.
No, we hadn't actually.
Only
we were having a civilized conversation.
We were actually reading Bible verses to each other.
I don't think
we were trying to figure out if white wine goes with horse or dog better.
It wasn't the kind of
That's true.
that usually shows up with you, Smeggy.
I just want to say, Alan, welcome to live streaming.
Yeah. Yeah, what a shit show.
Well, it is real people and real time.
I'm surprised Alan.
What you got into now?
The majority of us are nice people. We just let our hair down every once in a while. So you're
I'm
seeing
surprised
behind
Alan didn't. I'm surprised Alan didn't run over and pull the extension cord out of the wall yet.
Live stream ended 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, most of you guys are rather mild compared to some of the group that I hang out with. So it could be a lot worse. I could be hanging out with Wanky Marshall.
What are they, serial killers?
Don't get Travis started on cereal again.
Oh, nummies. Wanky flake.
Was that a well-balanced breakfast being necessary to a good day? The right of the people to keep and drink milk shall not be infringed.
That was
That's right.
hilarious. That was good.
That's like every time someone goes, "Oh, it's only about the militia," blah blah blah. Okay, replace like fucking 3 different words in the whole thing, and then tell me it means the same thing. It's not the right of breakfast to have milk. It's the right of the people to drink milk. Come on, it's easy. Same fucking sentence structure.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, I'm not at all. I know I'm 100% right. I am. But yeah, it's like the first part is an explanation, like, a well-regulated militia is necessary to the security of a free state. Like, that's a statement. It's like, that's the thing. Therefore, the right of the people to keep and bear arms should not be infringed. It's really fucking simple. I can't stand these honors bringing up this, like, well, unless you join a militia, you don't count.
Were you watching the early show?
Are you serious?
When Tony was talking about
Anybody
the
who
technical
doesn't
terms of the
understand
commas, he was talking all.
the document. That comma separates.
Yeah. I was like, dude, no one gives a shit about the commas, dude.
Hey, you boys might be witness of am I being detained moment, because that cop just fucking pulled a Yui and just drove past me a second time.
Uh-oh.
Tell him you know Bob. He'll let you go.
There you go.
No, you just tell them that you're a member of Black Channels. That should be pretty fast. Have you got a
You can pull a Ron Burgundy.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. If you got
Maybe you heard of me.
card, just give them that.
Motherfucker.
Tells you.
I'm kind of a big deal, man. You need to let me go.
Hit or miss, Susan. It's 9 o'clock. What the fuck do you guys say about that?
Like, hey, officer, I'll give you a shout out on my show if you let me go.
That might work.
Turn your camera on.
I will be. If he comes back around, the camera's definitely coming on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Is that
Turn the camera on. We're going to record all of
got a
it.
time pass. I mean,
This poor bastard doesn't know what's getting ready to hit him.
I'm almost at my house.
Shit. Oh,
Live ass
hell.
kicking.
The likelihood of him coming up on me is pretty slim, but
I got
seriously,
my camera on, man.
I want to see that thing, Bob.
Why are you wearing a maple leaf hat?
Oh, you like that? That's my coolest.
Is that your
the best
crown?
flag I ever bought. It was like expensive, but it's an embroidered Canadian flag.
it's an embroidered hair weave, or
Yeah, I was gonna say if you sit there right, it looks like some sort of crown.
It's a crown. It's Bob's crown. There it is, right there.
And it's
I'm the king here, eh?
King of Canada. And I
There you
always
go.
said, now, if I was the King of Canada, Canada would be a way better place. We'd have gun rights. We'd have a real military.
And maple syrup in everybody's cabinet.
Well,
Listening to Gordon Lightfoot and Anne Murray.
Oh, the legend lives on from the Chippewa down.
We'd have Stompin' Tom. Stompin' Tom Connors.
The big lake is said never gives up her dead, and when the gales in November come early.
Dude, Drew,
I didn't know.
back in the cop car yet?
I didn't know Frosty could sing.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
Actually, he's multi-talented. He
did
can.
he turn back around on you there, Smiggy? They're coming to take you away, haha.
Around. You were chewing daggers on the way back, though. But I think because I'm just like walking normal, like I didn't fucking duck into the bushes, I didn't run away, you know.
Oh, shit.
Tell him, sorry, officer, I can't talk to you right now. I'm on a very important phone call.
Sorry, I'm live streaming right now. I don't
Sorry,
know.
I'm live streaming. Sorry about your luck there, sir.
You're like,
Well, no,
sir, do you think I have problems?
Tell them, like,
Meet
this
these
is
guys.
not consensual. Like, if you're detaining me for something, like, you know, what crime am I suspected of?
What
reasonable or
I'm sure we can figure something
have
out.
of a crime being committed?
He's not used to seeing snowmen drive a car.
You're right.
The hell are you doing, Bob?
Dude,
Yeah, the
I was
only
gonna say,
place to get driver's licenses is in Canada, right?
I think Bob just left. He said, fuck it, I'm out. He's going down to Michigan to help Smeggy out.
They don't have driver's licenses. They all ride around on mooses.
dude, I'm home now. I'm pretty sure I can't get arrested inside my own house. So I think I'm okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm no cop. I'm not a cop, but I'm pretty sure you can get arrested in your own goddamn house.
I'm not a cop, but I did sleep at Holiday Inn Express last night.
That's true.
You don't understand. It's the Ali Ali oxygen free clause.
What?
They
Fuck up.
can't arrest you in your own house because you're on base.
No tag backs, right?
Shut the fuck up, Jonas.
Jesus
You're a
Christ.
Who
sovereign
the fuck is
being.
Jonas? Okay, so Smeggy, we're seriously, you've got to go and watch the first like 15 minutes of Matt's show and record it. And that's tomorrow night without telling Night Strike. The
Oh, my
Yankee
God.
the Yankee going off on him has to be the lead-in music or intro to your show tomorrow.
He'll have a, oh my God, he'll have a meltdown.
Who the fuck is
Oh
doing
my
this?
God.
Looks like we picked us up a Zeus out in the side chat there.
Oh shit!
You don't have a
Zeus.
anyway. It's
Zeus.
This
Zeus!
guy's going. What the hell are we listening to here?
How the hell you get all those little squiggles and shit on top of your letters, Zeus?
Hey, he's in the right place, though. He says, is this where I report aliens probing stuff? Yes, sir, it is. This is where you report
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah,
The
if you
Alan
want
B.
something
Pro
in your
channel.
if you want something in your butt, the Alan B Pro channel is the way to be. Where you gonna go?
Wow.
Bob can handle that for you, sir. Bob is in the anal probing department.
I think I can handle Alan B. Probe as long as we can get Wanky Marshall to stick.
Alan
The
B.
Wanky
Probe.
Marshall.
Alan B. Probe.
Dude, we gotta get G Webs and Matt in on the Winky Marshall for the next shooting left of center.
Man,
He will just
Night
embrace
Strike. He might yank his computer out of the wall and call it a day.
He might.
I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
Shooting left of center with the Winky Marshall.
You know, for as much as he flies off the handle, I don't know. I think he knows us all in fun.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
dude, yeah, Night Strike takes a joke. He don't care.
He didn't tonight, boy. He got quiet, man.
Well, I think he knew. I think he got called out a little bit. You know what I mean? He talks. He's the kind of person that when he gets on a roll, he doesn't want to let up. And he was
unfortunately Yankee's a stronger personality than he is.
Yeah, he did it to the wrong person tonight, and he got bit.
Just did it to the wrong old guy.
Yeah,
that was a classic.
It's like you get
The wrong wanker.
It's against Matt. I mean, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't go back into this call. Should be this one right here. The button, the call. It's like, I know I'm already in a call. I'm trying to get back to it. There it is. I'm back.
You never left.
No, I know, but I minimized my screen on my phone.
Well,
so that when you try and get back into it, like you click on Hangouts, and it shows you like every Hangout you've ever been in.
Yes, it does. And it's half of them say ongoing call. It's like, what? It's like 2 weeks
so
ago.
You got to figure out which one you're actually in. And then this way I can like mute and turn my camera on, all that kind of shit.
Oh, good. Maybe.
Man, I didn't clean my guns from Saturday. Should probably do that tomorrow when I get home from work.
Dude, seriously, where the fuck did Bob go?
You got a whopping 4 people looking in the chat tonight.
Yeah, we got more on the panel.
We've chased everybody away.
There's Bob.
He's back.
Guess who's back?
Bob.
I just want to add that next strike is
Bob, are you wearing a fucking tuxedo?
He looks like a Canadian Bond villain.
You know what a Canadian
dollars.
This is my camping jacket, right?
You know what a Canadian tuxedo is, Ghost, right?
No, don't tell me.
It's
when you wear denim jeans, denim jean jacket,
denim shirt,
button it all up.
Oh, so basically, he's basically Jay Leno.
Yeah, that's a denim tuxedo, or a Canadian tuxedo.
I gotta go let my darn dog out. He's whining at the door.
Oh, he sounds delicious.
Dogs out, Bob did. Ooh, let the dogs out, Bob.
Man,
Bob
if
did.
you gutted him and cleaned him out good, you'd get at least 40, 50 pounds of meat.
Do it, Bob.
Are you shitting me?
You just mail that son of a bitch down here. I'll take care of him for you.
And he'll get a bottle of white wine for you.
White wine? You don't drink white wine with dogs, you peasant.
No, that's definitely a red.
It's a good cognac then, isn't it?
Oh,
It's red.
red.
You don't eat dogs, you fucking heathens. What is wrong with you?
You missed that part of the chat. We were trying to figure out what goes better with horse or dog. Wine? White wine?
Tell
Or
that to
what?
the Chinese and Korean.
Yeah, you missed the whole bad section of this thing, man.
I
Which
guess.
just means that you weren't here until you came in, because the whole thing's been bad from the get-go.
You just
It's
thought
just been a
Lincoln
shit
Marshall was
storm,
bad? You
and-
ain't seen shit yet.
Oh, it's been a clusterfuck.
Yeah, we've actually gone uphill in the last 10 minutes.
You've actually classed the place up, Smeggy.
It's going to get delivered tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that.
What?
Never had it before.
Huh?
I just put him outside so he could have himself some green grass that he grazes on.
What?
Are you sure you don't have a horse?
Well, he's as big as a tiny
Is
one.
that a big dog or just a really small horse?
Yeah, I've had people ask me that.
I think
Hey,
it's a
mister.
goat.
Hey, mister, why you got that saddle on your horse, on your dog?
God bless.
Do you know, speaking of horses, do you know what goes clip clop, bang bang?
I do.
An Amish drive by.
God. Oh my God.
You guys remember that show, The
No,
Amish
Get down to brass tacks. So there's 3 priests and 3 young boys in a boat, and the boat's sinking. One of the priests says, "The boat's sinking. We must save the boys." The second priest says, "Fuck the boys." The third priest says, "Do you think we have time?"
Yeah, here's one for you.
That's
Here's
about
one for you.
for the
A
ratio.
guy is walking in the woods with his kid. They're walking into the woods and it's getting darker and darker, and the kid's like, "Wow, it's getting really scary." He's like, "Oh, we're almost there." Keep walking into the woods. He says, "Man, it's getting darker." He's like, "It's really scary." He's like, "Wow, we're almost there. We're almost there." A couple minutes later, they're still walking. The kid goes, "Man, it's really scary." He goes, "You think you're scared? I got to walk out of the woods by myself."
Oh my God.
Oh, that's horrible. But funny.
Oh,
I think
Lord.
that one's bad. There's these 2 condoms walking by a gay bar. One condom comes to the other and says, "Hey, you want to go in and get shit-faced?"
Oh my God.
Nasty.
Who's got the buzzer? Oh shit, that's bad.
That's beyond.
You just got gonged on your own show.
I got some jokes I can't
think
even
for that
say
one
on
we
this.
need a gong.
I got some jokes I can't even tell. I feel so bad about them. That's how good they are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just don't tell any more of those jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good if you feel guilty telling them.
Yeah, I can't even bring myself to tell them anymore. They're so good.
The problem,
I got a couple of them as well.
I think some of the guys don't even feel guilty about telling them.
No.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
When it comes to jokes, where is the actual line though? It's supposed to be comedy. It's just jokes.
It depends on
People
who.
need to have a sense of humor.
It depends on who could possibly hear you, I think.
Yeah.
Have
Unfortunately,
you ever seen any of Daniel Tosh's stand-up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love Daniel
Well, yeah,
Tosh.
but didn't semi-recently Daniel Tosh actually apologized for something that he said in comedy? Which, I mean, he tries to push the envelope, always
Oh, yeah.
has. Something he did semi-recently, he actually went back and apologized for doing. I don't
Really?
even know what it was.
I didn't hear about that.
I
It
don't
must
know.
be pretty bad.
It probably wasn't even that bad. It was just it hurt the wrong butt.
Today, he said no good comedy.
Huh?
Anybody, someone tell a joke.
Okay, here you go. Here's a joke. So
What?
we got a kindergarten class, and they do a word of the day. So the teacher comes up to the class and she says, "Okay, today's word is definitely." She said, "I need you guys, who wants to use it in a sentence, but it has to be true. The sentence has to be true." Little girl holds her hand up, and the teacher says, "Okay, go ahead." The little girl stands up and she said, "The sky is definitely blue." The teacher said, "Well, that's a really good sentence, but it's not true. Sometimes the sky is black, sometimes it's gray, sometimes whatever." Another little girl raises her hand and she says, "The grass is definitely green." The teacher says, "Well, that's a good sentence, but that's not true. Sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's whatever. Who the fuck knows?" A little boy raises his hand in the back of the class, real slow, real like timid, and she says, "Okay, Billy, what's your sentence?" He goes, "Are farts lumpy?" She said, "No." He said, "Well, then I definitely shit my pants." Okay, now you gotta. Now here's when my wife and I were dating. We weren't married yet. We went to a Renaissance fair, kind of thing. Okay, at a Mount Hope Estate and Winery, and they do an Edgar Allan Poe thing in the fall. And they pulled me out of the audience to be on stage because I'm this big dumb animal, right? And they made me the king in this skit. And he said, this guy goes, "Oh, the king loves to tell jokes." I told that joke to like a whole room full of people. They loved it. It was so funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then I definitely shit my pants.
It's a cute joke. It's not dirty, but it is. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to tell that one to my wife, the 5th grade literature teacher.
That perfect. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just tell it to her class and let her class tell it back to her.
There you go. I'm trying to think. There's so many that are just so goddamn horrible. I can't bring them up. I'm trying to think anymore.
Well, I've got a little bit of a story. There's these two priests. They're at the monastery. They're getting ready to take a shower, and they both head into the shower. They get naked, and they're like, "Hey, there's no soap in here." And one of the priests says, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll run to the supply closet." He just goes running down the hallway naked to go get some soap out of the supply closet. Grabs a couple of bars of soap, and he goes hauling back down the hallway. And around the corner come 3 nuns, and the priest is shocked. He doesn't know what to do. He's looking around. And he's like, "I'll just pose like a statue." These 3 nuns come walking up on him, and they're like, "Wow, when did we get this? This is interesting, and how lifelike." And one of the nuns reaches out and grabs his pud and yanks on it. The priest is surprised. He drops one of the bars of soap. And all 3 nuns kind of chuckle a little bit, and the other one says, "Look, it's a soap dispenser." And so she reaches out and grabs his pud and yanks on it, and he's shocked. He drops the other bar of soap. And they're all chuckling, laughing. "Wow, it's a soap dispenser. How interesting." Third one reaches out and yanks on it and says, "Look, it's also a hand lotion dispenser."
Oh, God. Smeggy's on the drums at 2 a.m.
All right, I'm done. That's boring. So, any more jokes told will not have the punchline drums. Additionally, I'm going to bed.
I kind of like the drums, Smeggy.
Boys and girls, I am going to bed. Alan, it's been real something, but it's been real.
I appreciate you guys jumping in on my little experiment here.
Oh, you have no idea. All right. Well, I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Have a good night.
The funny part about this kind of shit is this shit that we're talking about will filter into other chats over the next couple days.
Absolutely.
I'm really hoping that Wanky Marshall filters into a ton.
You know what we should all do?
Be a new lexicon in the language.
We should all email a whole bunch of emails to Shooting Left to Center and say, "Dear Wanky, I got my 686 stuck in my butt. How can I get it out?"
What is the proper way to keister carry a 686?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Good night,
I got
all.
my 629 stuck in my colon. How can I remove it without damaging the front sight?
Put that up there, really. Yeah. Well, that's really the response you get is, why would you even try that? You should use this gun. It's much smaller and
Wanky stuck in my cylinder of my
smoother.
How do I get it out?
Yeah, it's much smoother if you use a torus curve.
Well, that's when you definitely have to have those.
Pleasurable. I don't know. It's got the curve name in it, right? Don't we do that in some condom commercials? If you're going to colon carry, you might as well make it as comfortable as possible.
That's true. Prison pocket's the way to go. Prison pocket carry.
Well, you know what? There was that whole movie documentary about that. I don't know, some kind of fund manager that was going to go to jail and hired some black guy, and the black guy tried to teach him how to go to jail, and he didn't really have a clue. And yeah, the guy was actually, packing a 9mm up his, disturbing documentary. It was on Netflix, I think.
How do you even prepare yourself for something like that? I don't think there's enough whiskey in the world for something like that to happen. I would need a little bit more than that.
I would imagine it would have to be accidental. Oops, my gun's in my butt. What do I do?
Well, you can see the documentary. There was actually some bigger actors were involved in it, like some little short black actor and some big tall white actor.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Hair.
Oh yeah. All right, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Same actors that wore tie-dye shirts at the Fish concert.
No, but they were yeah. They probably follow the Grateful Dead too. G-Webs used to do, which a lot of people don't know.
Good old Grateful Dead.
Yeah, Deadhead.
All right. I'm going to bed. How to get the hell up here in the morning. I'll see you guys later.
Do it.
Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually bail too, man. I'm beat, and it's like late here. It's like 3 in the morning here, so almost 4. Yeah, almost 4 in the morning here. So yeah.
Oh, it is.
Wow. Oh, that's not late. That's early.
Yeah, it is. It's really early tomorrow morning. All right, man.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks.
Take it easy, y'all.
Have yourself a good evening.
You too.
Or morning, as it
Sorry,
is.
Alan, I'm dropping out myself too, man. But good show. Glad to see that it's working for you.
Yeah, it seems to work. I didn't get to mess with very many trolls, but I appreciate it.
I think we all qualify as trolls if you really look back at it.
I think we were trolls.
Exactly.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna bail too.
or not, there's still like 3 other people in here actually watching this shit show.
It's on a show about absolutely nothing.
Some people will watch anything.
This proves it.
So did you get that live figured out on your phone there, Clover? It seemed like you were having trouble at first, and you like created 3 different chats or something. Did you get that all dialed in?
No, I did. I didn't do 3 because of that, but the first one was all screwed up. I think that was my internet connection though, because I was outside. And then the second one was going rail, and then everybody wanted a lawn chair pop. So I had to go gather crap for a lawn chair pop. So then I started a third one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go see that. You said that just as soon as they got what they wanted out of you, they all abandoned you.
No, I was messing with them. They didn't. We probably, because my battery died. What happened on my phone? It was probably, at least a good 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes.
At least half hour. Close to a half hour, I would say.
Yeah, total. Yeah, but it was probably 10 or 15 minutes after the shots were fired that we were still on there messing around.
Yeah, we were just bullshitting around until his phone died.
So, yep. And you don't want to do that, by the way. That live stream recorded for another half hour before it died out. So there's like a half hour of black screen apparently on that live stream. So I think what I'm gonna do probably is I'm gonna take it down maybe tomorrow and edit it and then put it back up.
And next time, make sure your phone's fully charged.
Yeah, well, I just come in from a meeting, so that was boring. I got another one tomorrow night. That's why I don't do shows on Monday and Tuesday. I'd probably do shows on Monday and Tuesday if I didn't. But I've always got a chance of having a meeting on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I never know. Okay, I'm bailing too.
My wife's where she works is it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shut her down. I mean,
all things
considered, it's been a great experience on the very first time I've ever tried this live chatting thing. I appreciate you guys jumping in. I appreciate you sending it all out there for me. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Have yourselves a wonderful morning.